goes, yeah, it couldn't have been. I guess, let's see, there was a Sunday, that was Tuesday and Wednesday, and we traced it back to Tuesday, Wednesday session. I don't know if I talked about that one on the air. And that was at 9 o'clock as well when you were singing. But we believe that one right there was when life was created live on the radio.
Is there something about the 8 o'clock hour that gets you randy?
No.
Larry Nichols' wrestling report is hot.
We know what we should do. Because I have friends over at KC, and Hailstorm is coming.
Isn't that where we are now?
With Evan Vessens.
That's where we are now.
I don't know what we're supposed to be pretending to do.
Okay.
But Hailstorm is coming. I think we get backstage, and you tell Lizzie that your son was conceived during her playing at 9 o'clock of our show.
But in reality, aren't you just a big fan of Lizzie's?
Oh, I love Lizzie Hill.
So this is just a way for...
Well, yeah, for me to get back there, too. But at least you can...
You got a thing for her?
I dig her music, and I dig her voice.
Don't give a problem with him saying dig.
Stop talking like it's 1967.
And I dig that she's bisexual.
Where that tushy boat, hey.
Okay.
That's not her, for the record.
No, I do dig her music, and I love Evanescence too. So that's going to be a hell of a show. But I think she would be honored to know that your son was conceived during a playing of her song while
live
I
on
was
the radio,
singing background
and you
vocals.
were singing background. I don't know if I am able to get there without you joining in the chorus. That's what I think is the key.
Well, I'm
if
sure
you don't join in the chorus, then I think I only have one child. But years from now, for show and tell, my son is going to be able to play this segment and say, "Hey, Mom and Dad were making me during this hailstorm."
You know it's a son?
Yep.
Mazel tov. Wow.
And you don't think at age 13 or 14 he'll look back and say, "Mother of God, someone erase that audio."
It'll live forever.
You'll have fond memories of me, because I won't be here in 14 years, I'm sure.
But your voice will be always present
there.
as he is conceived.
Yeah, I would just give him this audio and let him keep it forever.
I don't think he's going to want it.
Do you think Jameson will be jealous that he was not conceived on live radio?
These are going to be awkward conversations at Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Do we know that's not true, though?
I got to be honest with you.
Wow. No, wow.
You know, when...
Yeah, a lot of the sex.
I say this. No, this wasn't during the show, but I was about to say, you know, when Jameson was conceived, as if you were about to give a quick answer. Of course we do. But I was going to say, you know, when Jameson was conceived while Ariana Marie and Jack Spade were in town.
Oh, God.
Remember that?
Magical time of the
Adult
year.
film star, friend of the show, Ariana Marie, and of course her gentleman lover at the time. I don't believe they're together any longer. Jack, as the Plowhawk would call him, Jack of Spades. But his name.
And Iggy interviewed them in the back of some mid-2000 sedan.
Plowsy did. We interviewed her on the couch after the show, and then Plowsy took him on a tour of the Arch in beautiful downtown St. Louis, and then he did the interview with Jack Spade and her.
In the back of a car, right?
Back of
that got me aroused, and I made another child.
That's what did it for you.
That's what did it for me again.
Wow.
This show makes children. This show makes my offspring.
So how many kids would you like to have?
That'll do it.
2 will do it?
That'll do it.
Back to you, Steve.
That'll do it. That'll do it. I think of the four of us in this room, I would imagine Jackson is the most likely to have a child next.
I would think, yeah, you're up. Yeah. How many kids do you think
Unless
you want?
Iggy winds up conceiving with that lady in Jeff City.
You have to have sex to conceive children. I haven't had it in a couple of years, so.
You're on your way to the state capitol.
Well, they have test tubes now.
Yeah, just donate.
I don't want a baby that bad.
No,
I don't want one at
I
all,
wouldn't think
actually.
you would at this point.
You just had a moment of clarity.
It's also
You
not.
don't want a child.
We also don't know for sure that you don't already have one that we don't.
Yeah,
know
I would
about.
say I couldn't bet everything against that.
Oh, yeah, between the
Yeah,
500 lovers.
I wouldn't bet against it when you've had 500. Something had to slip.
Will Chamberlain of
But
St. Louis AM Radio.
You would think I would know. You would think the person would tell me, hey, I'm pregnant and you're the father, unless they wanted nothing to do with me.
But that also is very live.
That's live, too, that, I'm pregnant, different, but I'm not telling this douchebag. I don't want this guy to be anywhere near my
Not
life
going to
or
get
my
any
kid.
money out of him.
So yeah, and he has no money.
Doug,
So-
doesn't it excite you though that we have made life during our show now, and Iggy's singing was the aphrodisiac?
Well, I guess it does.
Yes!
Yeah, it's a happy time for you. Congratulations for
Thank
that.
you so much.
I wonder how many other listeners out there listen to the 9 o'clock hour when we come back and I sing, having sex, and they've had children.
Exactly.
Probably zero. Probably none.
Quite a few, I would think.
I don't think they enjoy your singing.
I would bet there are a lot of kids out there who were conceived during Iggy's.
I don't think so.
Iggy's
You're just
sing.
being stupid because
I am.
you just don't like the music I play.
Not really.
But the singing is perfect.
The singing's not
Kairos, cryo.
I can't talk, but I can sing.
Well, coming up on the other side of the break, we will have Iggy's return music, but Doug will counter with his preferred return music, and you can decide which music you would rather hear as we come back from commercial break.
Here's Action Jackson with 3 more ways to get TMA content.
Watch TMA on YouTube. Click the bell to subscribe. Download the podcast. Find it at tmastl.com or wherever you podcast. And check us out on TikTok at TMASTL.
Thanks, Jackson. It's the Ryan Kelly Morning After on 105.7 FM HD2.
So the stupid corporate contest is still going on. App Madness. And we're still not in the lead against the other big-time FM stations. Let's see, the Point's in first, and even Casey and that weird Arch station is ahead of us. Jesus. So we're upping the stakes. Get the TMA app, sign up for an account, log into that account, and you'll get a keyword, which you can use to enter to win the Week 3 prize. Tickets to Point Fest? Sit with Iggy and learn at the rescheduled Point Fest September 24th at Hollywood Casino Amphitheater.
Nope, I'm not doing it. I work at Keishi. I'm helping Keishi win App Madness. I do not wish to go to Point Fest with any of you or with Iggy, and I'm appalled that I'm even in this promo right now. So, no, I will not be sitting with you and Iggy at Point Fest. Good luck with your App Madness, jerks.
Featuring Papa Roach, Highly Suspect, Hailstorm, The Struts, and more. Once you have the TMA app and log into your account, you'll get a keyword. Use that keyword to enter the contest. Help us beat the point by winning Point Fest tickets. Find out more at tmastl.com.
This is Tim McKernan. I'd like to tell you about a company I started just a couple of years ago, and they still own. And it's called Sound Story. It's essentially a 1-hour interview that we do either in person or via Zoom with mothers, fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers. They come in and they tell their stories, education, growing up, and of course, family stories, the wisdom that they can share with their loved ones for generations to come. It's an audio heirloom. It's Sound Story. To learn more, go to mysoundstory.com. Hey, this is Tim McKernan. I'm here with Ryan Kelly, the HomeLoanExpert.com, and we got 2 local companies coming together.
That's right. You know, we're asked quite a bit, Tam, like, hey, who should I use for a mover? We're like, I don't know, use Google, go find a good mover. But we wanted to do better for our clients. We wanted to put a partnership together. So we researched all the movers. Guess who was the best? 2 Men and a Truck.
Oh.
We love this partnership with 2 Men and a Truck. When you close on your home loan at thehomeloanexpert.com, we will give you a $500 credit towards your moving expenses using 2 Men and a Truck. That's a winner right there. Visit thehomeloanexpert.com.
Hey, it's Jackson for Rosalita's. TMA listeners know that Rosalita's Cantina has the best patio and the best Tex-Mex in town. From tableside guac to piled high nachos, the amazing menu at Rosalita's is full of classic Mexican dishes. Plus, it's always time for a margarita, and Rosalita's has the most delicious house and specialty margs in town. Enjoy happy hour specials Monday through Friday from 3 to 7, and let Rosalita's cater your next event. Check out rosalitascantina.com or visit the downtown or DePere location today. Time to get your fiesta on at Rosalita's.
You can get an insurance quote anywhere. Ask yourself, what is my provider doing for me? Do I have to hit prompts? Do I have to deal with chatbots? Am I put on hold? Is it always a different person? Are they local? Are they proactive in the community? Do they represent the #1 provider of auto and home insurance in the U.S.? The James Carlton State Farm team is comprised of individuals right here in your neighborhood. We are out supporting our Blues, Cardinals, Bills, and Tigers. Do something new in 22 and kick the out-of-town companies to the curb. Give us a call or go online to carltoninsurance.net. If your insurance costs a leg and an arm, call James Carlton, State Farm.
Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, KPNT-FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day. Rise and shine, St. Louis. It's the Ryan Kelly Morning After on KPNT-FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. At the Morning After STL on YouTube and on TMASTL.com with Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Iggy Strode, The Plowboy, and Action Jackson.
7:08 in St. Louis, you are listening to the Ryan Kelly Morning After on 105.7 HD2 FM, TMA, STL.com, YouTube.com/TMA, STL. Come on in. The water is warm. Boys are hot. And we are ready to make verbal love with you. We prefer to be on bottom this morning. It is the Munganess St. Louis Acura Alton Toyota, 7 o'clock hour. Welcome to our Michelob Ultra Studios. And Doug, we have a big announcement today, Jack.
What have we got today, Jack?
Trivia night at St. Gabriel's, which is coming up in 1 month and 3 days, Saturday, July 23rd. The tickets for tables go on sale in 51 minutes. 51 minutes.
That's today.
That is today. And I got a text last night from Jesse Kiowski letting me know what is included in the price of the ticket. Now, the tickets are $85 per person, with portions of the proceeds going to our charity partner, Friends of Kids with Cancer. Now, whoever buys the table for you will be buying the entire table. Tickets aren't going on sale individually. So tables of 8 are going on sale at 8 o'clock at TMASTL.com. And included, Salt and Smoke dinner. Feast from Tom Schmidt and Salt and Smoke.
Well, that's a nice value there.
That's the price of the ticket.
Uncle Leo's.
Oh, my God.
Uncle Leo's then coming in.
Late night snack?
For a late night snack.
Oh.
And then all of your beer. Everything.
Just get hammered.
Everything.
All of your beer or some of it?
All.
All of the beer.
All included for the festivities. The tickets go on sale. Somebody from your table has to go online and get it, and then you Venmo, Cash App, maybe you write a check like Cletus. I don't know.
Or Iggy.
Pay him back, Iggy.
Or cash.
And you knock it out that way. So it's going on sale at 8 o'clock. Got the information. And wanted to share it with the audience, and it will take place. All 5 of us here on the dais will be at St. Gabriel's. And Doug, to me, just being at St. Gabriel's surrounded by those banners and that history is something that I know you are looking forward to.
No, that won't do it for me.
Okay.
I won't care at all about that.
I'll sign.
I don't really
You're
care.
going to sign?
I'll sign.
Oh, well, that's the front page story then.
You
That's
know,
the headline.
Well, I think so. You think about it. I mean, I've done a bunch of trivia, MC trivia. With the Mega Mayor. Nobody else would ask me to do it. But it's a long night. I mean, it's 10 rounds, 10 questions each. So you're there for 3 hours. 3 hours of drinking beer and eating?
It's a walrus's delight.
I have a feeling we'll be there longer than 3 hours. I think my parents might have the after party like you did, Doug, in the Barnoff region.
Yeah, that's where I had it.
What's the bathroom sitch there at St. Gabe's?
Roderick's in it.
Oh.
I mean,
now, Iggy, should people bring their autographed books?
a lot of
for you to
listeners are going
sign?
to gain like 30 pounds by the time this thing's over.
Yeah, we should have a point. We should have a scale there. Here's what you weighed when you showed up. Here's what you weighed when you left.
I'll have some pictures, and if you want to bring something, I'll sign boobs, whatever.
Oh, you think there's going to be boobs after you
I
sign?
signed some at our last TMA Live. I told her, I said, that's enough. Don't bring it
And
down
who
too
was
far.
that?
I don't know. Some girl just pulled her shirt off to the side and said, can you sign my chest? I mean, she didn't
Wow.
show the whole boob, but just the chest bone.
She had to have been super attractive, too.
Oh, leggy
The
blonde.
Plowhawks
Yeah.
3-betting him.
All of our listeners are.
Nice, Iggy.
So I'll sign.
Real nice.
So I'll sign. That wasn't in the release, but I'll add that.
Yeah, originally I thought it said Iggy will not sign.
No, but I think he just changed it right
Yeah,
here on the air.
He will sign.
No, we want people to come. If I says I'm not signing, that's going to take care of half of the people.
How about photos? Will you take a photo?
Yes, I always take photos. Took a few
The
at
total package
Saturday.
is loaded for Barry. Says, for the dumbs out there, a table of 8 is $680. Yes, I believe that does not include taxes and fees. So I think the exact dollar figure per Jesse's text last night was 96, I think. So there you go. And that includes Salt and Smoke. It includes Uncle Leo's. It includes all your beer. And I believe there's going to be more. And we will let you know as soon as we get that information as well. But at the very least, you have Salt and Smoke, you have Uncle Leo's, and you have all of your beer included, plus, of course, the TMA Trivia Contest. This is Saturday, July 23rd at St. Gabriel's Gymnasium in South City. Tam Avenue, Nottingham.
All right.
Essentially my turf. My family still is in control of that area, even though the Henschels and Pandolfos are fighting over it. So that's kind That's
This
kind
is
of
like mob control area? Is that what it
it's
is?
like Hell's Kitchen.
Now,
Does your dad have a parking lot there somewhere?
He does. He owns the entire area.
I didn't know St. Gabe's was blue. In my head, I don't know why, but I thought they were like yellow. But I didn't know St. Gabe's
Blue
was...
and yellow. Those are the color. As you know, those are the colors.
Is it really? I wonder, okay.
I believe so, yeah.
I just, in my head, I guess I had a different color scheme. I've never been to St. Gabe's. And I think that's also a value. You kind of get that tour of, those hollow grounds there.
I think it's okay that you don't know the color schemes of all the grade schools in the area.
I think it's probably helped.
That's St. Kitty's blue and white?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
If you did, we'd be a little worried.
Anybody want to do any... maybe one of the trivia rounds can be colors of
Okay.
grade school.
How about Holy Redeemer in Webster?
Red and white.
Yes. How about St. Peter's in Kirkwood?
Blue and white.
Yes.
I don't remember mine. I think
How
same
about
Green and white.
green
how
and
about
white.
St.
Same red
Monica's?
one? Thank you, Tim.
So it's like down the
They
studio, right?
didn't really want to associate with us, but I think they were maroon.
I don't know.
The non-ling will have to text me on that one.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I don't know what that was.
That's their fight song.
Bro, they didn't get saved over here.
What happened? Did we have a brokered programming weekend here in the
No,
studio?
that was the 53-year-old bringing candy. Did you bring my M&Ms? But
And
apparently
that, hold
was
on a
not-
second. That's the drop now?
Yeah, we'll play it again. I don't even know.
Sounds like a
What's that
widespread
for?
show. What in the world?
That's the music that's in the background. When you're 53 and you're bringing candy to a child.
Now we'll open it up again, I guess. Oh, my bad. Kind of halted the show there for
When
no
I was
reason.
53, it never once occurred to me to start bringing candy to children I didn't know.
Maybe they took out all of our perv drops.
I doubt that.
Oh.
But I have to tell you, I'm concerned that's one of my favorite ones.
Oh, yeah.
This 53-year-old is bringing candy.
Well, you
Did you bring my M&Ms? Wonderful.
If they come to you at Halloween, it's okay. But when you go to their house, knowing their parents aren't home, not okay.
Well, I'm glad it's gone. It's usually played after something I say.
Did you do this?
No, I haven't been in here in a while.
Huh?
Clip that off.
Well, when I come in on Saturdays a few times, I never came in here. I was in Jackson's studio editing.
What are you doing on Saturday?
Just putting in the work, Doug.
One Saturday I came in and edited like 27 of my interviews. Got all the old station resets out of there. Because I'm good at what
This
I do.
53-year-old is bringing candy.
Legendary.
Did you bring my M&Ms?
We got it taken care of, sorry.
I'm good at what I do, so I had to take out.
And never short on confidence.
Well, that's how you reset. A lot of people don't reset. I could be listening to an interview for 40 minutes and I have no clue who they're talking to. I reset, so I had to go in and
You and Barrett are on the same page on that.
take all the resets.
I believe in the reset. I do believe in the reset. Because if
works.
I'm listening to an interview, even on Stern,
Yeah.
I rarely am listening to them live, and now at this point they have it on the display. You can see who it is, usually. But if I'm listening to an interview and I want to know what's going on, just every, I don't know, if it's a long form, every 7 minutes or so.
I try to
Now
do it
that's
like every
kind
3
of mitigated,
questions.
though. But yeah, I suppose on live radio. You can text in, as many people are doing, 314-881-TMA5, Engineer Design Facilities. If you have visibility to your company or place of businesses, commercial fire alarm panel and system, please email fire@edf-rg.com. They'll have a technician come out and provide a free evaluation of your system and offer the most competitive contract pricing in the market. You can also check them out anytime at edf-rg.com, the official commercial fire alarm services and solutions provider of TMA. It's engineered, designed, facilities. And think about also big doings this week. Let's see what we got here. Yes, the great Seth Goldcamp and Design Air Heating and Cooling. And if you are running into air conditioning problems, and it's going to be hot this week, although, Doug, I think we might have caught a break when we were looking at the forecast last week. Iggy and I were just talking about this outside. It was going to be like, I mean, it's still going to be hot.
Yeah, I was hearing about record highs this week.
But now, I mean, listen, 96 today. It's not cool, but we saw nothing but 100s and 104, I think we were seeing on like Tuesday or Wednesday. And now the high is 96 today, 99 tomorrow, 94 Wednesday, 91 Thursday.
No, that's not bad.
96 on Friday, 100 on Saturday. And then look at Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, highs in the upper 80s. How do you do? And how great was the weather yesterday? Wasn't that
it's
perfect for Father's Day?
I had to put a sweatshirt on in the morning when I went out to drink coffee.
Well, it wasn't that cool.
It was a little chilly.
Design Air is where you go if you're running into air conditioning problems, and it's designairservice.com. You click on the Book Now tab. And that is how you're going to get somebody there quicker than anything else. Just go to designairservice.com. And for our Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day, prize this week, you may have seen the picture of it, Adam Wainwright wearing a Design Air Heating and Cooling camo cap in the dugout last week at a Cardinal game. And we are going to be giving away, as part of the Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day, for a prize each day this week, a Design Air Heating and Cooling camo cap, just like the one Adam Wainwright wore last week in the Cardinal dugout. How do you do? Send your emails in the morning after at InsideSTL.com. The morning after at InsideSTL.com. You can also call into the Steve Schmidt Kia of North County phone line, 636-9004-TMA, 636-9004-TMA. And, of course, as I said just moments ago, text in, as plenty are doing, 314-881-TMA5. That's the Engineered Design Facilities text inbox as we are in our Munganast, St. Louis Acura, Alton Toyota, 7 o'clock hour. And, of course, you can get involved in the chat. Lot of ladies already in there. Dan Moore, Pio Mai, Kevin Bowers, and Milt Thompson are in there talking. So a lot of ladies.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're just lining up.
Right.
Doug, I will make it a Sadie Hawkins for you. Your choice. Your choice. And don't forget, in 41 minutes, the tickets go on sale for TMA Trivia Night at TMASTL.com, including all of your food from Salt and Smoke, Uncle Leo's, and all of your beer, Saturday, July 23rd. And we will all be there for our first ever TMA Trivia Night, with portions of the proceeds going to Friends of Kids with Cancer. Cardinals and Red Sox this weekend. U.S. Open, Matt Fitzpatrick, Will Zalatoris, Scotty Scheffler. U.S. Open, Chris Nagel, Michael Wellington, Iggy and me, member guest. Those are your choices.
Stanley Cup? Okay.
Ew.
I mean,
Don't say ew.
Well, I mean, I like the Stanley Cup. The games just haven't really.
Yeah, that's what I
Well,
want.
one was in overtime. I'm still fresh off the 7.
Okay, I guess people want to know how you and Iggy did on your little tournament.
Iggy, how would you address it?
Oh, no, it can't be good.
Man, that sounds...
Man, what I didn't hear was, hey, we won the darn thing.
Thursday, I thought was great. Friday,
Doug, did you think Thursday was great?
I have no idea.
Friday,
how
awful.
Thursday went.
Saturday, we came to play and
You didn't come to play the other
did what we
days?
could. Yeah, Friday, Tim and I both were just awful.
Why? Nerves.
No,
Nerves.
No, they weren't nerves. Because Saturday, I don't think I missed a fairway. And Tim played better on Saturday. Tim was off on Friday, but I get it. He's giving pops to everybody. He's got to make shots that he normally wouldn't hit. I just was awful Friday.
The only thing that explains it, with all this practicing you've done, is nerves.
Well, Tim can talk about nerves on Thursday when we finished second in the par 3 shootout. There was no nerves
So you
there.
started to think, hey, we got a shot here. And then Friday, you just fell apart?
I just couldn't put everything together Friday.
Did
when
you
you
take anything to calm yourself?
when you lose 8-2 in your very first match, you're pretty much done.
Now, for the purpose of those who are not familiar with what that means, Doug, you play 5 9-hole matches. There are 6 teams in each flight, 10 flights, 60 teams.
Wow.
And we were in a flight with, I think, the combined handicap index was like 24, I would guess. And I was the lowest index in the flight, and Iggy was the highest. And that was strategic to balance it out that way. And so you play 9-hole matches, and if you win a hole, you get a point. And then whoever wins the match gets an additional point. So theoretically, somebody could win 10-0. But most of the matches are usually in the 6-4, 7-3 range. Here, let me pull up a bell curve for you.
Oh,
here,
gosh.
pull up here in the Michelob
bell
Ultra.
curve.
So most of the matches fall right here
All right.
as you see the bell curve, soft cow in the graphic, 6-4, 7-3. The problem for me and Iggy in our first match, and it's a cap tipper, Doug. You're right, it is a cap tipper.
Okay.
Is, I was giving pops, but we knew that going in. I was giving pops in the other matches, too. That's just part of the deal. I tipped my cap to the players we went up against because, if I'm not mistaken, on the toughest hole on the course, rolled in a putt from off the green, just off the green, for a 5-4, and I'm not gonna birdie that hole. I mean, I have, but it's maybe once a month. Birdied number 6, net birdie number 7, His partner rolled in what would you say, 20 or 30 foot birdie
Sounds
putt
to
on
me
number
like
8.
somebody's sandbagging.
No. Honestly, no.
No, they
Was
just
there
played well.
sandbagging? Oh, you better believe it. It's a member guest. That is the brand. And then a net birdie on number 1 and a net birdie on number 2. We started number 3. That's why I'm going in that order. And so when that happens, so then we lose 8-2 in the first match. And I said to Iggy, well, this sucks. It's 11 o'clock on the first day, and we're not eliminated mathematically, but we basically are done. And it's hotter than hell, and we still have 4 matches to play, 2 that day and then 2 the next day. And from that standpoint, it sucks. And dead serious. Now, if Iggy would have been the reason we lost, I don't know how I would handle it, honestly.
Oh, I would say. I would say I'm the reason I lost.
But as bad as I played, and I played bad, I think I played worse than Iggy. Iggy had nothing to do with that. It was a cap tipper. There's nothing you can do on that. We won the second match, and I don't recall. We lost 6-4, I think, the third match. But either way, like I said, we were done after the first match. The problem to me actually was not Iggy's nerves. The problem is I went to see the person I'm working with on my swing on Tuesday and implemented, and it's helped like crazy the way I'm hitting the ball, but implemented a new move, for lack of a better term, and thought, based on the way we played Thursday, that I could then implement it on Friday in the actual competition, and I was completely lost. So that was super stupid. So much so that in the middle of the second match, Skip Berkmeyer, who might now actually be better than me, I might have to concede after this weekend.
No, Tim, I don't. I think you're being too hard on yourself.
I don't know. I feel like he might be. He was texting just to see how it was going. I go, well, we lost 8-2 in the first match, so we're just basically out here getting our work in.
Yeah.
And he goes, how are you playing? I said, I'm playing terrible because I'm pressing, because I basically have to birdie holes to win, and that turns me, and that's just not how you play the game. And then my swing I was just a mess. And then he told me probably something that I was messing up, got that right, and then from that point forward, I played much better, played really decent on Saturday. But again, we were out of it. But that, Doug, that is what bothers me. That's a self-inflicted mistake. Now, Skip said, who cares? You guys weren't going to win anyway, and you know those things are sandbagger festivals, so it's not, and your goal is to compete in gross events, not those kind of events. And so you're but I said, yeah, but to do it 2 days before something, especially something where, I'm taking a guy who, is a huge part of this show, and I want to have fun and, have a sweat, that was stupid. And that's not Iggy. That was 100%. Whether Iggy would have been with me, or you, Doug, or Plowhawk, or Jackson, that bothers me, because I did something dumb, and I know better than that. Because I'd done it a couple of years ago with another event, and it screwed my swing up. So I was in between 2 swings, and I figured it out by Saturday, but on Friday it was a disaster.
We still had fun.
So as you explain that, it sounds like the problem clearly was Iggy. Was there a sports psychiatrist there that could have set him down and dealt with the jitters?
Well, we can go back to Thursday if you like and talk about.
Would you like to go back to Thursday? I know you had the video up and you wanted to go through.
I don't have any video. No.
I see something.
Good luck.
There.
Good. The par 3 shootout, which we finished second to Mark Milton.
Oh, good for Milty.
Hold on a second. Were you pulling for Mark Milton against us?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Milty had a big week. They won their bracket too.
I don't feel guilty.
Yeah, and I almost feel like I could have penciled that in advance. I was looking at the people in the shootout. I go, God, I could have that.
Pencil
It's
half
amazing
of them,
how amazing how it worked. I couldn't figure out who's going to win the U.S. Open, but in net events, it's amazing how I can pick out who's going to win.
No, but Thursday we played well in the shootout, finished second, and Saturday was just like I told you. When you lose 8-2, your dopper's down after.
You couldn't get to sleep or anything. Just
no, I slept fine. Well, I got like 6 hours sleep, but I slept fine. But Saturday we both played well. I mean, our matches Saturday, I think we won 6-4, and then we lost 5.5, 4.5, I think. So we played well Saturday, and then our last 2 matches on Friday, I think we won 6-4 and lost 6-4. So we were right there in all the matches except for the 8-2.
Okay.
But as Tim said, you tip your cat. I mean, the guy.
Yeah, the first match was the one. I mean, the rest of it.
I mean, he had I thought we were going to win the second hole. The guy had a bunker shot, and he knocked it about 2 inches.
We don't need to go through hole by hole.
I would like
interrupt
to.
that if I can.
I would like to go through every
You can do
hole.
that on Pepper and Genie, but here where we make our money, I got to make sure I do the show right. So, but I will say this on Thursday, and this is important to say, and I almost hate to do it, Doug, because it will ruin a lot of the listeners' fantasies. Number one, before I go into Thursday, the over-under, I think we said it, Jackson, we said it 3.5 or 4.5 on Iggy missing 3-foot putts.
3.5.
3.5. It went under.
Oh, it did.
It went under.
Because he didn't get close enough with his approach shot.
Well,
A lot of that.
they're actually, I got to tell you, when you look at it statistically, there is something to be said for that. But there was, and it was the, thank you.
I'm sorry.
Good thing we have the Tommy meeting at 11 o'clock. So there's going to be a refreshing course.
That's the first time I've.
Second.
Yeah, go ahead and silence that if you could.
I've been doing.
Which
it
one
every
of the
day.
three guys who
There you
DM you all day who hate their lives is that?
That was.
All three of them, I think.
Where did you play this tourney? Good. Try keep your head up. It's Kathy. Your match, your game, your hole.
It's Kathy?
It's Kathy. Who the
Who
hell is
wants to change their texting box name?
Who's
to-
Kathy?
It's
I
Kathy.
don't know any Kathy that would text me.
Oh, you met someone at the club.
Man,
No, it's just somebody effing with me.
I think
Kathy,
you-
it's
think you met
Kathy. We
someone
already
out there.
know.
Yeah.
Who wants to be it's Kathy?
19th hole. Is
Well, I just
named
blocked
Kathy.
you. I just
So
blocked you,
played
Kathy,
a little
whoever you are.
So on the 44th hole, Doug, 'cause you played, again, 5 9-hole matches, Iggy had a, I guess, was it a real birdie putt? Or probably a net birdie putt, on which was on number 1, which is a par 5, very
Yeah, it was
easy
on
par
4.
5. And I would say from 15 feet, and he left it short, which is his brand, and then missed the 3 or 4 footer, I don't know what it was, and was just so upset with himself. And I said,
Yeah.
Iggy, we've been out of this thing for like 27 hours. Who cares? And I laughed out loud when he missed it because I'm just like, he almost pitched the no-hitter. He almost didn't do it.
Oh.
And but it didn't matter, you know.
No, I just.
But I think you
don't-
wanted. I think you wanted to go all 45 holes without doing it.
Yeah, I said you don't want to 3-putt from 15 feet, especially when you haven't missed a putt inside 4 feet the entire tournament.
Yeah, it is a little different than 3-putting from 40.
Yeah, I knew it meant nothing except for the bet.
I have a blood pressure monitor I could have lent you. You could have just checked on your pulse and see just how
Well,
scared.
Tim's going to get to Thursday, so you can shut your trap.
Oh.
Flip that off. So Thursday, Doug, I have to say it was stunning. I even told Anna Marie about it, and she hates this weekend with a passion of, especially now with another child. It's bad enough with one child, and I'm just gone for 3 straight days playing golf, no less, and some event.
Shishawala, you know.
Yeah, I mean it is just like this because it's net, and you kind of know the program. But with that all said, on Thursday they have a par 3 contest. And that's why I had a false sense that my new swing implementation, the move, was right, because it's only 100 to 120-yard shots, and so I'm just hitting wedges. And we won our flight and then went into a shootout with 3 other teams. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, if Iggy really has nerves, this is going to be, I mean, he is walking into the squared circle here because you've got, I don't know how many people, I would guess 100 to 150 people. I don't know. Well, I guess there's 60 teams, so 2 people, 100, 120 people watching.
And 4 teams. 5 teams total, so.
What?
There were 5 teams in the shootout.
Really?
Yeah, because 3 teams got eliminated after the first hole.
There were 4 teams. 4 teams. Just, it doesn't matter.
In the air, left field, and gone.
Okay, Mr.
Now, I have a cardio heart monitor.
I don't want to leave any people out who might be listening. So,
You put the app on your phone and you put your thumbs on the monitor, and it'll tell you if your heart is beating irregularly.
So-
in that case, it's time to quit, maybe.
So, Iggy, I don't know. I think we used your first ball, and it's based on the handicap, they teed off from different spots. So Iggy was teeing off, and I think he had like a 125-yard shot. And if I'm not mistaken, now we both were on, right? But we used your ball. So Iggy hits the green and leaves it below the hole for an uphill putt. Also in the shootout is sponsor and friend of the show, 21 Jump Street, Mark Milton.
Oh.
Doug, you know him as STLTaxLawyer.com.
Yeah, sure.
And he, his partner, who I've known since we were like, his partner's grandparents were my neighbors growing up on Vienna in South City. I grew up on Vienna in South City, a little block that has like 15 houses on it.
I'm sure there's a plaque there, too, isn't there?
I would imagine so. And played wiffle ball in his grandparents' backyard for 7 years. And I look back up and I go, oh, my God, I can't believe they let us do that. The D'Angelos. Great people. Part of the Rollo family. And so Tim is a great player. I mean, like, legitimately great player. For real great player. No BS going on with his number or anything like that. Great player, really good guy. And Mark is his partner. And the other two teams are having problems. I think one bogeys it, so they're out. One pars it. And Iggy and I have a birdie putt. So do Mark Milton and Tim, his partner. And who made the putt? Tim made the putt. Like a 30-foot putt.
Milton knocked it about 15 feet by.
30-foot putt. Now, in my mind, I thought this was just like a little throwaway event before we all bet on our teams at what's called the Calcutta. And I thought it was like for $150, which is nice, but it's not like, you know, it turns out it was for more, which is great because that benefited us. But I felt bad because all these people are standing around. It's like 7:30. So anyway, Tim hits the putt, great putt. I made our putt to birdie it, and so now we have a playoff. And so it's just us two. We go back up to the tee box. And I hit Iggy, I think you missed the green.
I was in the bunker, right.
Okay, and I was on the green, but long, so we had a long downhill putt. And after you left it, or no, after you blew it past, I hit it short. And so the putt we had, you had like 10 feet back up the hill, and Iggy hits the putt to keep us in the thing. Iggy hit the putt, Doug. Iggy hit the putt.
Nice.
Iggy hit the putt. So now we go back for a third playoff hole.
Even a blind squirrel finds an acorn every now and then.
And Tim and I were just doing the exact same thing we were talking about. We're just going to hit it to the safe spot of the green to make sure that we're on. And then Iggy and Mark were teeing off from up front. And I was just getting in the car talking to a friend from high school who I hadn't seen in a while and really not even paying attention because I'm like, we're in a good spot. And I thought I was closer than I was when we were up on the tee box. And then Iggy sticks it even closer to like 12 feet.
This Iggy.
Under pressure. With everybody. And, you know, a lot of people are aware of Iggy from the show, so they're watching and they're aware of the infamous nerves. And here he is under pressure, hitting putts and sticking shots. This really happened. So Mark Milton then hits everybody hit a putt in that thing. Tim hit the first putt, I hit the second putt, you hit the third putt, and Mark hit the fourth putt. So they birdie it, and Iggy and I both missed the 12-footer. I hit a bad putt. I think I pushed it. And so Mark Milton won the par 3 thing. But the point on the whole thing is that Iggy, under pressure, performed. Period. And I was saying to him as we were coming up to the green for the third hole, the third playoff hole, I said, hey, now you know, this is what it's like if you do get to the shootout. This is what it's like. You got a bunch of people watching, and you got to hit shots with a bunch of people watching. And he did. And he absolutely did. I hate to say it because it will ruin the brand, but under pressure, Iggy came through with both his tee shot and his putt.
You peacock around a little bit after that?
The first one, I mean, it's like I was a mascot out there. You know, I hit the first shot.
Doug, I don't follow, and I was there.
Well, it's like nobody expects me to do anything. And then the first tee shot I hit about 12 feet below the hole, and look at little Iggy. I can't believe that shot.
Somebody said, look at little Iggy?
Look, what a little shot. He did it. It's like I'm not capable of it. But I kind of tossed the club a little bit and gave a little fist pump.
Oh, did you put on a little show?
Wow. A little show.
Peacocking for the audience, Doug.
Immediately
gave the people what they wanted, Doug.
Immediately turn and start signing.
No. Now, the third playoff hole is a little different because they moved us back.
I could see you hitting a shot while the ball's still in the air. You turn around to a child in the crowd and sign an autograph.
Running the crowd and high-fiving everybody on the... Yeah.
I threw a ball to a kid this week.
Oh, did you?
He was in the playground.
What a generous soul.
Then I got to the car and I said, damn, why did I do that? I've already lost 5.
Yeah, it's a Pro V1.
But the third shot was we had to move back. they moved us back a little bit, me and Milton. So I was been hitting the 9-iron for a couple. Now I got to go up to an 8-iron.
Okay.
Yeah.
And stuck it.
Okay.
He did. He really did.
That was fun. We had a fun time. A lot of great guys we played with. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed 3 days. It was fun. Great food. Course is in great shape. The people running the tournament. Roger, Michael.
This is
Roger.
brutal. I don't know who any of these people are.
I don't know. And I have no idea who Roger is.
Well, the head pro.
Right. Well, he goes by Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, not Roger. Jeffrey.
This is brutal.
The volunteers.
No volunteers.
It was a first.
Volunteers. Doug. Yeah, the people who handle the galleries.
Lord, quiet, please.
It was-
Iggy on the team.
It was a first class, first run organization.
Volunteers.
First run tournament.
Guys, why are we listening to a 25 handicap breakdown his round?
I don't know.
Well, not a 25.
I don't know.
It's funny. All the people that open their mouth. On the
Here we go. This is where
You
Iggy lines up a bunch of matches against people.
That nobody
who are
wants to
ready-
play. Beer Cat's open his mouth. He won't play. Some guy on the fan page said, "Here I got
some guy on the fan page.
I got
we should
advice for
rename
you.
the show.
Take a couple weeks off and then quit." And I said, "Okay, well, before I quit, why don't you and I go play for $100 a hole?" No response.
Well, let's put our golf where our mouths are.
Yeah, I've done that many times, and nobody wants to take me up on it.
No.
All talk.
So when are you guys going to play that match?
He didn't respond, just like Beer Cats. All talk and they won't respond. I mean, if I could get my short game in spurts this week was good. You saw that I knocked in one to tie a hole off the green. Another one I stuck to about 2.5 feet that they were going to make me putt.
That's enough. That's enough.
Don't believe I missed a fairway Saturday.
That's enough.
The stealth driver is just unbelievable. So I was proud of myself the way I played this week, except for very first hole, 2 balls in the water, brother.
Except for losing 8-2 and being bounced out in the first round.
Other than that, it was a great day.
It went great. Yeah, but boy, this Fitzpatrick.
It was fun. Thanks for
Remember
having
when
me
Tim
again.
said, "Move on"? Why aren't you moving on? That's from Beer Cats.
Well, he told me to move on when I was going hole by hole. Speaking of moving on, why don't you move on from here? Why don't you go
my
do
God.
something else?
You're encouraging him to listen to another presentation.
Well, I don't think we'd miss him one bit.
Oh.
Listen to him.
This is July.
He'll never stop listening. This is his life.
Well,
Tim, was the geriatric able to silence his phone during the match, or did it get off on his
No, you told me once.
Yeah, it went off one time in the car, and I said, "Hey, man, on this, I don't know if we would have had it necessarily in our flight, but there are people, if that would have happened, oh, God."
Mark me down as a birdie.
well,
His
yeah,
phone
well, they
went
need
off.
to get over themselves if somebody's phone goes off. Everybody's holding the phone.
Well, yeah, but you put it on silent.
I know, but to flip out over it, that.
Well, I'm not saying that didn't happen, but I heard it go off one time. I said, "Hey, you got to turn that thing off."
Was it Kathy again?
It's Kathy. Who is it's Kathy in the text inbox?
She's blowing up your phone.
She's blocked, whoever she is.
KG No Town took it.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's a nice property.
Is
That's
that
a
who it
good
is?
domain
That is a nice
name.
property.
I mean,
KG No Town did that?
He took the text name. I don't know who the hell's texting.
you buy low, sell high in those situations. You kind of snag that one.
Chubbs Peterson. Plowhawk, you're not a big Chubbs Peterson guy.
He's
I've never
very
seen-
mad. And isn't he supposedly taking all these luxury vacations and playing it like
He's the
medalist?
guy who says he's a plus 0.6.
Yeah, that.
I will play you anytime, anywhere, except Normandy. That's from Chubbs Peterson.
Oh, you're a plus, and I'm a 17, so why would I play you? I wouldn't
So
play-
therefore, it has to be at Normandy.
No, he's in any place but Normandy.
Okay.
Here's a guy that's a plus to my 17, and he's dictating where he won't play.
Get you some poppy seeds.
Classic rock.
Well, we'll get like 18 shots.
Nice.
So is it on?
I'll play a gateway for 18 pops.
Well, I don't know that you can peacock around if you're getting a shot on every hole and claim to be a great golfer.
Who said I was a great golfer? I said I suck. I've never said I'm a great golfer.
But you're challenging people. And then say, well,
I'm
I get a
challenging
shot on
people.
every hole.
I'm challenging people. Well, look at the handicap. I would get a shot on every hole. I'm challenging people to talk about my golf game, but they can't play.
So is this a gross challenge or is it a net challenge?
And this is not happening.
Tim, it doesn't matter.
It could be
It
net.
won't be happening.
It'll be net.
It's just like my son yesterday. He goes, "Dad, what do werewolves do?" And I said, "Well, they don't exist, so I mean, we can't really discuss it." And he looked at me confused, and I guess I can't really go down that line and have this conversation. But in this case, Plowhawk says it's not happening, so it doesn't matter, kind of like my answer to the werewolf question.
Well, I don't know if Chubb
But I
Peterson...
thought you and Raby, like, played some guys who made fun of you on the fan page or something last year.
Did we?
Yeah.
Didn't that happen?
Yeah, like the Dorkers Crusade or something.
What did I miss when I'm furloughed? You guys had a ton of golf
Yeah,
matches.
Raby and Iggy, I thought, went and played two guys who... Really? Okay, I thought it happened. Maybe
No,
it was Raby and somebody
Iggy,
else.
100%.
Was it you and Raby, Jackson?
No, it was Raby. It was Raby and Iggy. You guys
And Iggy
played two
doesn't
guys off the
remember it
fan
at all.
page.
I don't remember that.
Because they were talking sideways about
Jackson,
you.
are you 100% sure this
Did we
happened?
beat him?
Positive.
Did we
He
beat
doesn't
him?
remember it.
His mind was on Kathy.
Yeah, you guys won. I think you guys won. Raby will text in.
This is Kathy, and why is she chirping?
I remember me and Raby's matches. I don't remember playing another two people.
Yeah, from the fan page, you guys took them on. You guys were like looking to take on more people.
Wow. You guys are on a warpath, and this is just last year, right?
Yeah, this happened like 8 months ago, I think.
Less than
You
a
would
year
think
ago.
it's kind of fresh.
I think a lot of it is to impress Kathy.
It's one of the advantages of getting older. You have excuses for forgetting things. Just use that. I'm old.
Larry Thornton, Doug, you know Larry Thornton. He says, remember when Iggy misremembered how he began the tournament on Friday on your Instagram Live? He said he birdied the first hole, and you had to remind him he hit the first two balls in the water.
You hit two balls in the water on one?
On three.
Oh,
I
okay.
started on three, and I just kind of...
Gotcha. I was concerned that you did it on one.
No, I hit one in
That's
the
right.
water, and then I dropped up there the next tee and hit that one in the water.
Damn. And that's how you guys started?
Well, it was a disappointing way to start the
Damn.
event.
That is a rough... And you had that rain delay, right?
We did have a little rain.
That is just... That's
That
a
is
hard
correct.
start.
I can see how you could walk off the
That's
course
even
after
more.
that with a lot of swagger and start challenging people
I
to
didn't know
one-on-one
that-
matches.
I didn't know that's how it started.
And the worst part was about that par three, which was great. I mean, it was legitimately fun. Is that when that happens, then everybody's going to bid on your team, and so the price of our team went up. And I'm like, oh God, I think net I might have lost money on what we wound up winning versus what our team went. And there's this one guy who just kept bidding our team up, and I'm like,
Should just let him have it.
oh, of course, results oriented, absolutely. How much money I lost, but yeah, that's so once you win it or finish second, and there's a 3-hole playoff, and everybody's just firing, good shots considering the circumstances and the handicap indexes, and Iggy's rolling in a putt under pressure. I knew we were in the crosshairs on being bid up. So, yes, it was an expensive purchase of the team that was dead less than 12 hours later.
After actually 3 holes.
No,
we
yeah,
actually
for real.
won.
Like, I mean, we're heading to number 1 tee box, and I saw one of the guys in the restroom at the turn, and we're going to number 1. I go, I've played a lot of these matches over my last 5 years since I got back into the game, and I've never been on the receiving end of a skull effing like this. And it wasn't like there was none of it that I thought was sandbagging. None of it. They just were rolling in putts. You tip your cap. It wasn't like Iggy was missing shots or I was missing shots. Not like we played great, but if somebody's net birdieing, I guess 6 of 9 holes, I think is what it was.
Yeah.
I mean, you tip your cap.
I think we actually won the second hole time.
We did. And from then on, we won 1 more over the next 7. So, Doug, that was unfortunate.
Okay.
I thought to myself, oh, there goes some money.
And Tim did have a 50-foot putt for $5,000 on Saturday.
It did, Doug.
Yes.
So I guess the way that they have a thing where you can roll in a putt downhill, and the top 10 who get closest go to a putt off the next day to find out who the person is who will get the putt for $5,000 in front of everybody right before the shootout. And, God, that putt that determined out of the 10 on Saturday was like 80 feet up a hill, then down the hill, hard right, left. And I won that, got that to 39 inches, and then I had the putt for the $5,000 on Saturday, I guess is what it was. And the problem with that is you don't want to leave it short, and so then you hit it too firm and you hit it through the break, and so I hit it too. I mean, that's fine, and it's like you're going to make that putt like 3% of the time. But yeah, we carried that live on the Instagram feed. Iggy was doing wonderful coverage.
Yeah, I was doing a cameo, and then I had to stop that because the match, the putt was about to start.
You're doing a cameo?
I forgot I had a cameo to get done.
Cucking somebody?
He was cucking somebody from just off the putting green.
Yeah. And then Matty Moe made a comment, was he charged $5? And I had to tell him 25.
Like Matty Moe.
Matt Morris, isn't it?
I guess that's who it was.
Correct.
But then I can't.
Number 35. He started against Kurt Schilling twice in 2001 in the NLDS.
I can't do Tim's play-by-play. Tim is great at play-by-play on our matches.
Plowhawks even had enough today.
So I gave it the best I could, but we showed the putt a little bit strong. Went through the break.
Yeah, it's if I'm
nice
putting
roll.
that in an actual, if I'm out there, there's no way in the world I hit it that hard. So that's just stupid. But whatever, who cares?
Yeah, you can't make it
I was free rolling for $5,000, or I guess I had $20 into it. So I wind up supposed to winning $5,000. I lose 20. Hey, 4 buttons. I didn't mock your golf game, just your nerves, wardrobe, English, and lack of self-awareness. You're a better golfer than me. That's from Beer Cats.
Oh.
So that is a compliment.
Right.
Well, we knew that, though, right?
I know I'm a better golfer than
So
you.
he hasn't been out this year. I would assume he's a little rusty.
I could probably bust tables better than you, too.
I don't know if that's a...
How
wait,
hard
is that
is
a
that?
win? Yeah.
Pick up the dishes.
Iggy, is this
Okay.
$100 a hole your money, or is it that ass-grabbing glass installers? I'll proud your old AARP ass. That's from Father Brown Eye.
You got to pound it, not proud it.
Why would you care who's money?
Spell check got him.
You don't want Cletus's money?
Is it Cletus's money?
Well, that's who would back me.
So yes, Tim.
No, it's not the same. It's not the same unless he gets your money.
What does it matter? Whose money it is? It all spends.
But he
It
wants
all
to hurt.
spends.
He wants to punish you, not Cletus.
Well, he won't punish me.
I mean, how would Beer Cats even know? What if Cletus just put money in his account a day before and then Iggy takes it? Like,
Well, they could.
It's all a mental head
But
game.
when
I
you
mean,
bet somebody, you want their money. You don't want some other guy's money.
And
You
again,
want their money.
just like Chubbs, this isn't happening. We put a lot of stock in Beer Cats getting out on the course. I just don't see that happening.
No,
Raby and I was fun because.
So now you remember it.
No, our three matches.
Oh,
Our heads-up matches. I don't remember the duo.
Duo on the Sun, Part 5.
That was fun because I know Raby and I are similar. I might have gotten 3 pops from him. So I knew that'd be a close match, and it did. It went down to the third match. But these other guys, I'm a +6, I'm a 40. I mean, I don't know your games.
I mean, if you're a 40, are you playing golf at that point?
Yeah, you shouldn't be on
What
the course.
are you doing
That's,
as a 40?
that's
Like,
almost the
not golf.
first day. That's almost the first day you're at 40.
You can't possibly.
Doug, Ryan Kelly is in his 3,000th day of sponsoring this show. He's the title sponsor. He's the HomeLoanExpert.com.
Well, he sure is, and he can take care of you in a very difficult mortgage market right now. Rates are all over the place. Get locked in today. Here's what Ryan Kelly can do. If you think you're going to buy a home in the future, go ahead and get pre-approved today and lock in that rate. So if it goes higher, you'll still have this lower rate. And if you should find the home of your dreams 6 months from now, a year from now, whatever, and the rates are lower, they'll lock you in for the lower rate. That's what Ryan Kelly will do for you. His rates right now are a quarter point lower than the national average. Home loan that's right, quarter point lower than the national average.
That's huge.
The home loan expert doesn't just talk lower rates. He's got them. Don't hold on any longer. Don't hold off any longer on your cash out refi either. If you need money right now to pay off those high interest credit cards, go to thehomeloanexpert.com. Get the work done there. Take some cash out and pay off those big credit card interest rates you're paying. Visit thehomeloanexpert.com, home with a 10-day closing guarantee. There's not many mortgage companies, I don't know of any, frankly, that can guarantee a closing mortgage in 10 days. Usually it's like 3 weeks. You need it quickly. You need it now. The Home Loan Expert team is right there for you. The website again, thehomeloanexpert.com. Thank you, Ryan Kelly. Thank you, Sir Mortgage.
The summer heat is here, and that makes it the perfect time to train for a new career. One that gets you out of the weather and into a career you will love, IT. And Centric can train you for that career in IT in just 4 months. Want a career with unlimited opportunity? That's IT. Want a career where you can work from home? That's IT. Want a career where you don't give an F, whether it rains or it's sunny and 98 degrees? That's IT, and Centric can make that happen for you, even if you have no IT experience. If you're not happy with your job, call Patrick Nealon at Centric Training today. He'll walk you through Centric's hands-on program and show you how they help get you started in your new IT career. And then the only time you'll have to worry about the weather is when you have baseball tickets. Call 314-450-4714 or go to centric.com/STL. That's CENTRIQ.com/STL. Technology is the future of St. Louis, and Centric can make it your future. A lot of people texting into the Engineer Design Facilities text inbox, 314-881-TMA5, and you can call in if you'd like to issue a challenge to Iggy. He is taking them 636-9004-TMA. Steve Schmidt Kia of North County phone lines. And you, of course, can email in the morning after at InsideSTL.com for our Design Air Heating and Cooling email day. And the prize today and all week is that Design Air camo cap, the one that Adam Wainwright wore. The one
sweet.
Yeah, how about that? In the dugout. Yeah. Seth Goldcamp giving those away for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day winner this week here on TMA. Coming up in 7 minutes at TMASTL.com, tables of 8 for the TMA Trivia Night will go on sale. TMASTL.com. Take your gentleman lover. If you have a wife, okay, but take her, take your girlfriend, take the whole family, Doug, and let them see the banners at St. Gabriel's. Plus, get Salt and Smoke. Get Uncle Leo's. Get all your beer included. Tickets are $85 with portions of the proceeds going to friends of kids with cancer. It's the first ever TMA Trivia Night, and the tickets go on sale at TMASTL.com in now 6 minutes.
Oh.
And now it's 6 minutes. And here we go. Here we go. 6 minutes. Go to TMASTL.com and purchase your table of 8 for the trivia night and have your friends of the feather pay you back. It's July 23rd at St. Gabriel's, and all of your Salt and Smoke, all of your Uncle Leo's, and all of your beer is included, with portions of the proceeds going to Friends of Kids with Cancer, a charity we have been working with for a decade and really, truly think the absolute world of. It goes on sale at TMASTL.com. at 8 o'clock. Digger, Iggy, you know Digger.
I love Digger.
Yeah, I'm a big Digger guy, too. And he said, I will give Iggy 7 pops for $100 a hole.
Oh, Digger.
Put that off.
What the heck? Who's Digger, by the way?
Digger Phelps.
That's correct.
Former Notre Dame
I would
coach.
take that. I would take that bet.
We played with him Thursday.
Don't let me down, Jimmy Cruz.
It was fun.
Now, Iggy did 3-putt the first 3 holes when we were playing with Digger on Thursday.
It was a practice round, so that didn't count in our 3.5.
Nothing.
Well, we said during the tournament, Thursday was just a practice round. It wasn't counting. I was working on things.
I love that term, though.
Working on things.
Well, we had a late tee time, so we couldn't qualify.
Spring training when they strike out. I was just working on things.
Yeah, 10 strikeouts. Yeah, I just kind of working on it.
We had a 12:50 tee time, so we didn't qualify for the beat 60 because we wouldn't have had time to play 18. So I was just working on strokes.
That was the only chance I had to go in and didn't go. And well, I take a pay cut to go, which was hard to do at that time.
Just working on things.
So are you taking Digger up on this?
No.
You're passing. Why are you passing on this? You know he's good for it.
Well, I know he's good for it. I'm not worried about that. I just don't think I'll beat him.
Oh, well, that's very honest.
He looks like a gambler that, if there's money on the line, he's going to buckle down.
Who is this Diggler? Why is he
was he on one of the live streams?
He did pop
that you
up.
asked if he could. Yeah, he looked like he looks like a player.
You can tell just by seeing a guy's head?
Yeah, that's a player. Well, no, I saw his full figure. I saw his whole body.
Oh, really?
Not just a headshot. No, he looks like a player.
You would like Digger.
I think I would, too.
People. So the Insider says, I'm an 18. I'll play Ken straight up, but for his money and not that dong-groping old man. That's from the Insider.
All right, you're on. Show me, text in something that proves you're real and you're gin, and we'll play.
Wow. There it is.
I need some verification that you are who you say you are. You're a real person, and I need to see the gin.
Yeah, he probably doesn't have it. He probably has a grant.
I don't want some avatar and say it's me. I'm not on Facebook. I don't have this, but here's my gin. This is me. And then you show up and you're like a 6 or a 5. So, yeah, show some proof that you're real and you're handicapped, and we'll go.
Well, you'll be able to tell really quickly on the course if he's an 18 or if he isn't.
You can tell by the first tee shot.
Yeah, right? Like, you could tell, like, just the sound where it goes, like his stand, all of that you could tell almost instantaneously that he's an 18 or he's a 5 or he's scratch.
What difference in that? You can tell an 18 from a 5, but I'm not sure you could tell an 8 from a 13, 14.
With you on that
Some
one.
guys have good games, bad days, good days.
But with the mechanics of a move.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can just, the swing, you can just tell.
Send in proof.
I'm
All
excited.
right, so the Ilsider, you've been accepted.
Nice.
Here we go. All you got to do is send in a screenshot and you're in.
Do we know who this is?
Kathy.
It's
Deal
Kathy.
Cider is Kathy. And as soon as you know you're going to get to spend 18 holes with Kathy, you said sure.
And she's a bomber, too, going to the
She's
red
blowing
tees
up
and
his-
just
she's blowing up his phone.
2 minutes from TMASTL.com being the place you go to register your team for TMA Trivia Night at St. Gabriel's on Saturday, July 23rd. 2 minutes. Get online now and get your table. All of your salt and smoke, all of your Uncle Leo's, and all of your beer is included. 2 minutes from now, Doug. The countdown is on. TMASTL.com. Make sure you get your table of 8 and do it ASAP. Doug will be there, Iggy will be there, Plowhawk will be there, Jackson will be there, I will be there, and you will be surrounded by the comfort of the banners in the St. Gabriel Gymnasium.
And did you say earlier walruses are encouraged to bring gentlemen lovers, preferably tops?
That's correct. That's correct. Just because I feel like more people are bottoms and see Anita.
In this audience? Yeah.
Chubbs Peterson is not happy.
Oh.
I literally sent in my gin number and you still don't want the smoke, big shot. That's from Chubbs Peterson.
Oh, sorry you had to hear that, Iggy. This Chubbs, he really laid
Well,
the hammer
you're a
down.
plus, what, 6? Plus 0.6?
Plus 0.6. Plus
Yeah.
6 he was playing it.
So I
US
said,
Open.
I'm not playing somebody that good. I want to play somebody that's comparable to me.
I'm down.
You're in now.
I have a $25 Red Lobster gift card, a $30 Golf Galaxy gift card. Oh, wow. I'd be
you're
down
flush.
to. Yeah, I'd be down to play.
You're willing to
Chubbs.
risk the Red Lobster gift card?
To put Chubbs into place, I think. Yeah.
Whoa.
So he's a plus 0.86, or what is he?
I think he said plus 0.6.
He's about to scratch.
Is that gift card good on the nights they have like all you can eat shrimp?
I think it didn't specify otherwise.
Really?
So I think that's a go.
The Ilsider has not sent in his screenshot.
Of course he
yet.
won't.
Shocking. He's still trying to create a fake gin.
And a fake
Well,
profile.
just send in your gin ID and we'll verify it. And then Iggy's going out to where are you going to play him?
Wherever he wants to play.
Oh, wow.
Well,
You're
no.
not even asking for Normandy.
No, one of two courses, Normandy or Gateway.
Went from anywhere to 2 courses.
Someplace where I'll
Maybe
where
they
I'll
should send in
drive.
video of their swings. Go to the driving
No, it's
range
not just the
and swing.
handicap. I need
The
verification.
trivia night's on sale. It's now happening. The trivia night is on sale.
Oh,
Go to
my.
TMASTL.com. The trivia night is on sale right now. Doug, you got to go there right now. TMASTL.com. It is on sale as we speak. Oh, I didn't know that our little YouTube thing was right there embedded when you go to TMASTL.com in the morning. Oh,
Pretty cool.
how great is that?
Oh, that's sweet.
Super keen.
Okay.
And then the Mungan
Tops
Daily Fantasy Sports
preferred.
Showdown from the RBC Heritage.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty.
Well, no, that's from an event a couple months ago. That's what's
Oh,
at
I'm
the top
sorry,
of the
that was
page.
this week.
What is that? Well, anyway.
No
I don't know.
comment.
We all have stories.
Is that our number
Jackson
one story?
just has issued a no comment.
Is that our number one story out there?
It was a big deal. 3 players made the cut for you guys, right?
No, I won. As I did the week before.
Go and register your team right now, TMASTL.com. And it includes all of your salt and smoke, all of your Uncle Leo's, all of your beer. It is Saturday, July 23rd at St. Gabriel's, and we partner with Friends of Kids with Cancer for our first ever TMA Trivia Night. And you can buy your tables of 8 and make sure that you will be in attendance for the fun and games, TMASTL.com. Go and get your table right now. They just literally went on sale 1 moment ago. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Doug's Glue Guzzler said we hooked up with a college golfer this weekend, and I am sure what it is about me, but this girl also decided to blast my Dirt Star.
Oh.
Didn't sound like a golfer to me.
No, not in the least.
I wonder if he can call in and elaborate. Doug, you'd like him to call in?
I wouldn't.
636-9004-TMA.
What's a blast?
Chubbs Pearson's a plus 0.9.
Water?
You got Chubbs Peterson's information?
Uh-huh.
So he said he was a plus 0.6?
He's a plus 0.9.
All right, I'm
Do you
out.
know him?
No, he just sent in his gin ID.
Well, how do you know that's
I
him?
didn't see it.
He sent in his gin ID.
Yeah, do you know his real name?
No.
Well, how do you know it's him?
Uh-oh.
Just going off what he sent in.
Okay, so we don't know it's him.
Well, I'm not playing him.
Well, I
don't
didn't
know if
like
that's
ask
a-
for his ID when he sent it in. I just took it. He sent his Gen ID number, and I'm looking at it.
I didn't
A lot of
see
low
it.
scores.
Where is it?
He just sent it in a minute ago.
All right, so if you don't know,
I got a delay text inbox in here. Who knew?
All right, so if you don't know me, and I just call some radio show, and I say, yeah, I am douchebaggius.
What?
And then I send in my gin, and it's Tim's, and it's back when Tim was a 1.9. I say I'm a 1.9, and then I send in Tim's. They don't know that it's me.
But
they
can
don't
you
know my name.
access someone's Gen ID number without, like,
I think Jackson's right on that, Iggy.
like you would have to know your own Gen ID. You can't just look up someone's Gen ID.
He can look up. Well, I guess so. But he could have somebody's Gen ID.
Yeah, I got his ID now, so I'll look it up. Yeah, I wonder was I on a delay there, Jackson. But yeah, now I see the text.
Yeah, I wouldn't play him.
Well, if I know the person's name, Iggy, then I can speak for it. I don't know this guy.
Yeah, I said if we know his name, we can verify it. But just like this guy that wants to play me that's 18.
Yeah, he is not. Big Mike, not Big Mike, has said, I got a table of 8. He is in.
Ooh.
Not Big Mike.
What does that mean, not Big Mike?
I
Is
guess
that
he
Big
wanted
Mike?
to change his name from
Oh.
being Big because the Big Mike brand was so destroyed.
Yeah, that's a tough brand. That's Nautica
That
right
was
there.
Embarrassed himself. Embarrassed himself at the Lee Sandaty game, so he wants to change it.
The Ilsider has sent his ID in. Well, he's a Grint guy.
I told you that. I thought he was going to be a
He
great
reeked
guy.
of Grint.
Yeah, when you're an 18, you are a Grint. I mean, I'm 20. I don't even have one. I'm not even good enough for a Grint.
So he just made it up.
Well, according to his Grint, Iggy, he is an 18.
Okay. Does he have any scores
19.5, actually.
Does he have any scores posted?
I can't access Grint.
Grint, no. I don't care. I'll still play it.
You can only access it on Android.
I'll still play it because if you...
You are going to do it.
If you're using Grint, we show up and you shoot like 74, well, you'll be embarrassing yourself and
No, it won't be.
everybody listening to the show will know that you're a cheater.
People don't get embarrassed when they shoot a 74.
Well, you don't shoot a 74 if you're an 18 handicap.
Had a nice
Well, every
day.
dog
couple
has a
putts.
day, yeah.
No, not
Stayed out
that
of
day.
trouble.
Yeah, no, not
No,
that day.
a good day
Out of
for an
trouble.
18 is if you shoot an 84, you'd have a great day. That's 72.
Mm.
Yeah, you want to play? Let's play. Let's make a date.
There it is. The Ilsider's in. Doug, the Ilsider's in.
Whose money you putting up?
My money.
Really?
Yeah, because if Cletus backed me, then I have to give him half. And I'm going to kick his ass. I just soon
Disconfidence.
take all of his money.
Oh,
I haven't seen this from Iggy in a long time.
Grint guy's not happy. Plowhawk. How do you guys still not comprehend that the Grint provides a World Handicap System number? That's from Tervis Parish.
Dude, I'll be honest, Tervis, I don't even know about Grint. We just good fodder for the show. So
Yeah, we have a
I'm sure
shirt
it's
up
a
here.
great app. But it's a Hoosier. It's like the Hoosier version of it, though. So that's why we kind of play off it. I have no idea if it's good or bad. .com.
Jackson's website.
No, trademarked.
So you're rejecting Chubbs Peterson, you're rejecting Digger, but you are going to play the Ilsider. That is confirmed.
Yeah.
There it is, Doug. Unbelievable.
Who will be on your bag?
Probably Cletus.
Oh,
I need a verification of who you are, though.
What do you mean?
But just because you show me a Grint, I mean, you could have your brother who's a 3 show up. Yeah, I'm the Ilsider.
well, how does he know who you really are as a player?
Who doesn't?
A lot of people, most people, have no idea what kind of player you are.
Well, you tell everybody what kind of a player I am. I'm nervous. I suck. I can't putt.
Yeah, but
It's all true.
But see, he does.
You can look up my gin. It's a 17.6, I believe. So you can look it up, and you know I'm Kenny Strode. My gin is Kenny Strode. I don't know this guy. Is his name Ilsider?
How much better would your gin be if you didn't fight crippling anxiety?
I could probably be on the Champions Tour.
Is that right, really?
Man, those are the yips.
Grint is for frauds. It doesn't use the same formula as gin. That's from the 618.
What is the am I dumb? What's the formula? You add up your latest 4 scores, and that's your handicap. Am I correct on that?
No,
Does
I
it go about total
believe
putts?
the way it works. Well, it's all fact. It has nothing to do with nothing to do with score. But of course, you know, shooting an 80 at Old Warson is different than shooting an 80 at Normandy.
Heard.
Because of the slope and rating, and so that's factored in, and then also which tees you played, and so
That makes sense.
So it takes your last, I think, 20 scores, and then your best 8 or 10. Let's see. 1, 2. This is Francesa. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. And then that's how it calculates. It takes 8 of the most recent 20, and then it calculates it.
Gotcha.
And Iggy, they did enter our scores from this week.
Did they?
I just looked at them.
Wow. What'd I shoot?
90s.
I mean, we didn't even enter.
Yeah.
I don't know how they. I guess they do that.
What'd I get on the hole 3 on day 1? What did they put me down for?
I don't think they went hole by hole.
But then I don't know how they got a score either. Who cares? Well,
I don't really care.
I got two quote unquote good scores for gambling purposes entered. That's for sure. Plowhawk Gin averages your 8 best score differentials in the last 20 round plays. Grant averages your 10 best score differentials in the last 20 round plays. Then apply a .96 multiplier. So it is a different formula. That's interesting. Huh. And so this gentleman sent in a screenshot showing how his gin is actually lower than his Grant number.
Illsider?
No, this is just a listener with 618. Yeah.
You and Illsider are pretty much straight up, though, it sounds like. He's a 19, you're an 18.
He's the one that said, well,
Illsider said he's going to call in.
He said he'd play straight up, so I'll play straight up.
Yeah, you should definitely play straight up.
If you send your brother out who's a 2-6, then we got problems.
How do these Grint Hoosiers not understand that if you show up to a legit event and provide them a Grint, you will get laughed off the golf course? That's from the Reluctant Cuck.
Do they?
They're reluctant.
It's
Does
not
anybody
accepted
really
in
laugh
a real.
people off the golf. They start laughing out loud and pointing at the person.
Yeah, show up
They
at a
bring
US,
everybody
Push him back
over.
to his car and keep laughing.
show up at a U.S. Open qualifier with a 1.2 and say, "This is my Grint."
Okay,
Yeah,
I didn't mean
idiots.
U.S. Open. But, like, if you go to Florida and you try to enter a little tournament and you show them your Grant, they all laugh?
I don't know if they would
Laugh you
necessarily
right back into
laugh.
your
I think
car.
the exact exchange would be we need a USGA golf handicap index. I don't think they would laugh. But on this presentation, there is a sector of the audience that's passionate about the Grant.
There's a
Made
T-shirt
shirts.
hanging up right behind us.
We
do.
played a guy that made T-shirts, so, which was a nice guy, too.
Of all things to worry about.
Agreed.
Go to TMASTL.com. The trivia tables just went on sale at 8 o'clock. And, boy, this Tervis Parrish really loves the Grant. God almighty. And he says, Plowboy, you and Ken are the biggest Hoosiers I've ever encountered.
Yeah, why is that?
Well, you got a Grant, bro, so you're getting laughed at.
What makes me a Hoosier?
Here we go.
You eat Dover Sole, you wear Nautica, that's not Hoosier activity.
Look at this outfit today. You think this is Hoosier?
I don't know. It looks seasoned.
You happy with your outfit today?
Season? What does that mean?
It's been around a while.
Like, it's been in the wash a few times. Like, I have a ton, my hoodie, because I wear it so much, I wash it a ton.
Yeah.
And so it'll fade. Like, I had that natural fade.
What do? Just 6 months throw things away?
No, I still wear it.
I got some shirts that are 20 years old.
Oh, hell no. I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm just calling it like I see it. Mine are in the same shape as well.
I like them worn.
Seasoned.
I think season's a good
The outfit you have on now proves, without a shadow of a doubt, you are not a Hoosier.
No Hoosier would wear what I'm wearing.
I gotta write that one down. I gotta write that one down.
You have a wife beater on underneath the sweatshirt.
No, I don't.
Guys, Warson Woods is the Grint of St. Louis municipalities. That's from Mr. Links.
Madison parents live in Warson Woods, and it's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Warson Woods Wacko is now loaded for bear, and it's going to get ugly today between Mr. Licks, Hugo Bosch, and Warson Woods Wacko.
That's high-priced real estate.
It looks
Warson Woods.
beautiful.
It is.
Yes, you're not getting a huge lavish yard, but you have a
Well,
very
you are. Sure you are. In some places
great
you are.
home. It's perfect. I don't see what's wrong with you. Right by a Schnucks.
Iggy is the Grint version of Donnie Most. He could produce circles around you. It's from Tom Traven.
He was there for 2 months and didn't talk.
Donnie Most.
Remember he had that, would you rather have your fingers as long as legs or legs as long as fingers? And after that, I don't think he said one word on the show.
He hated his internship. But he didn't hate it enough to piss in the grate next to the toilet.
Or do push-ups
No,
next to
different
me.
guy.
Different
Different
guy.
guy.
Yeah.
Or
God, we've had
wrestlers.
some
We had
weird-
Dave Black.
We've
God,
had-
our internship program was awful.
Yeah.
And that doesn't even include evil David Letterman.
We went there for 2 days, and somehow he is more legendary on this show than like a lot of characters.
He's sawing up in 2 days' time. No, thank you.
Him and Calvin the rest over there at the same time, man. That's
Plowhawk, you're going to have to read this. Tervis Parrish just entered a screenshot about the Grint.
Oh, I'm not reading that. I don't care enough. Okay.
Oh, God.
It's just fodder. I just don't care.
Of all the things you worry about, gas prices and things like that, you worry about someone else's Grint?
I have no
I don't
need
think
to
I've
get
got time.
involved with this topic. I appreciate Tervis being so passionate. I just don't care enough to read. And I don't have the text inbox. So, we're good.
Oh, God.
Who among us are Hoosiers and who isn't a Hoosier?
You can just tell, Doug. It's hard to explain because there are different sections.
I mean, the people on this show, who are the Hoosiers and who are non-Hoosiers?
I'm Southside till I die. Why ask why?
Yeah, I do a lot of Hoosier things.
Are we
bro.
all
Like,
Hoosiers?
I can't hide
We all do
behind
Hoosier
that.
things, but like right now, one of my lamps in my bedroom, the chain is broken. Where I turn it, when I pull it, it's not going on and off. I have to unscrew the light bulb.
Oh,
that's kind of Hoosier. I could get it fixed or buy a new lamp. No, I just unscrew it and then screw it back in when I want to turn it on.
That's more Rube Goldberg.
That's kind of Hoosier. That doesn't make me a Hoosier.
Guys, Grint has a multiplier for BMI, and the free subscription comes with a signed picture of the Cardinal Cowboy, which is a $10 value. That's from Alan Dadeville.
God, he's everywhere. That Cardinal Cowboy's everywhere.
Well, he's omnipresent.
I think that would be funny to get a gin. You have to be a certain BMI, so all of them just go over to the Grint,
Right.
a non-judgmental golf app.
It's for heavyset hackers.
I just can't get over the Grint.
Oh my God!
It's probably something we need to get over.
I wish we would have gotten over months
Because
ago.
it's like of zero importance to almost everybody.
That's true.
Okay.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Is that a sign that you're ready for this segment?
He's done. He's finished.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom regardless. I'll let you know.
Well, you've never hesitated to get up and walk away at your own leisure anyway.
No, but usually during a live spot, I know it'll take me 30 seconds to get a cup of coffee. But I don't know when Tim may go to me for something. So.
Well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to Munganest to get a new car. Or I'm going to go to Munganest to get a pre-owned car. Or I'm going to go to Munganest to get my car serviced. StLouisAcura.com and AltonToyota.com and work with the great Jamie Burkhardt, Clayton Patterson, Peter Munganest, and the entire staff at StLouisAcura.com and AltonToyota.com. It is Munganest. Work with the best, the sponsor of our 7 o'clock hour and the Daily Fantasy Sports Showdown. Coming up on the other side of our commercial break, we'll find out who won at the U.S. Open. Also, I believe, I was texting with him yesterday, Chris Nagel, who made the cut at the U.S. Open along with Michael Wellington and his TMA hat. He is going to join us and talk it over about his weekend at the U.S. Open. He made the cut, made a surge on Friday, and I can't wait to talk with him. So Chris Nagel will be with us at some point on this show. I think it's better for this show than Balloon Party, Jackson. That's my
tight read.
That's my read. Let's talk about Blues free agency there. But for this program, Chris Nagel and Michael Wellington, see how things went, and we'll talk it over coming up at some point. I know that he doesn't have his flight until later in the day, so he said he would join us at some point this morning. We will take a commercial, but don't forget, you can get your trivia table now. Now. TMASTL.com and includes Salt and Smoke, Uncle Leo's, and all your beer for the night. Go to TMASTL.com. Remember, portions of the proceeds go to our charity partner for the event, Friends of Kids with Cancer. You are listening to the Ryan Kelly Morning After from the Michelob Ultra Studios.
Tim McKernan, once a young boy attending St. Gabriel's in South City with big league dreams and a lopsided head. But that head was full of hair back then, so you couldn't tell much. Anyway, who knew he would someday return to St. Gabriel's triumphantly as the host of a kick-butt trivia night that's all about the show he eventually created and finally brought to the big leagues, HD2 Radio. It's the first ever TMA Trivia Night, July 23rd at St. Gabe's. It's trivia all about the morning after. So if you know about Iggy's weirdo Hito obsession, or maybe how many days the dude from the poor part of whatever city has been suspended by Doug or whatever, this thing's right up your alley. Tables of 8 go on sale Monday, June 20th at 8 a.m. Around 25 minutes before the end of the Munganast 7 a.m. hour. TMA math right there. Ticket price includes food from Salt and Smoke and beer from a beer sponsor to be named later. A portion of ticket proceeds will go to Friends of Kids with Cancer. TMA Trivia Night. Get more details at TMASTL.com. Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
Biggie's Restaurant and Bar has been a staple of the community for over 30 years and is serving your favorites like the steak sandwich, waffle fries, and so much more. It's not just the food that's rocking. With a full bar and patio, Biggie's is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, and a little laughter. Biggie's original hours are back. Open 11 a.m. till midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Check out the full menu at biggiesrestaurant.com and stop in today.
Tullamore Dew is one of the best known and most loved Irish whiskeys in the world. Founded in 1829 in the town of Tullamore and inspired by early owner Daniel E. Williams, whose initials live on each bottle to this day. As one of the world's top 2 Irish whiskeys, Tully prides itself on exceptional liquid quality. The original triple blend of malt whiskey, grain whiskey, and pot still whiskey come together to create an unrivaled taste and character like no other in the category. Tullamore Dew, Irish whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc., New York, New York. Please enjoy Tullamore Dew responsibly. Hey, this is Tim McKernan for Design Air Heating and Cooling. I am a very happy client. Design Air Heating and Cooling and Seth Goldcamp and his incredible staff, which you can find online at designairservice.com. Just go to the website, click on the Book Now tab, and any issues you may be having with your HVAC system, they will take care of immediately. The customer service, second to none. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling online at designairservice.com. This is Tim McKernan. I'd like to tell you about a company I started just a couple of years ago and I still own, and it's called Sound Story. It's essentially a 1-hour interview that we do either in person or via Zoom with mothers, fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers. They come in and they tell their stories, education, growing up, and of course, family stories, the wisdom that they can share with their loved ones for generations to come. It's an audio heirloom. It's Sound Story. To learn more, go to mysoundstory.com.
So the stupid corporate contest is still going on. App Madness. And we're still not in the lead against the other big-time FM stations. Let's see, the points in first, and even Casey and that weird Arch station is ahead of us. Jesus. So we're upping the stakes. Get the TMA app, sign up for an account, log into that account, and you'll get a keyword which you can use to enter to win the Week 3 prize. Tickets to Point Fest? Sit with Iggy and learn at the rescheduled Point Fest September 24th at Hollywood Casino Amphitheater.
Nope, I'm not doing it. I work at Casey. I'm helping Casey win App Madness. I do not wish to go to Point Fest with any of you or with Iggy, and I'm appalled that I'm even in this promo right now. So, no, I will not be sitting with you and Iggy at Point Fest. Good luck with your App Madness, jerks.
Featuring Papa Roach, Highly Suspect, Hailstorm, The Struts, and more. Once you have the TMA app and log into your account, you'll get a keyword. Use that keyword to enter the contest. Help us beat the point by winning Point Fest tickets. Find out more at TMASTL.com.
Butter me up, Daddy.
The Ryan Kelly Morning After.
KPN-TFM HD2.
I'm going to let this breathe. You guys want to talk, though, feel free.
What up, Doug?
Well, hello, Plowsy.
See if this comes in, if I can. Percussion.
I don't think I've heard this second
Pretty good.
verse.
Got a good text here from Pockets. Morning, guys. I'm looking into renting the broken-down Hummer you guys left behind in that wasteland of a strip mall where you guys used to work for my nephew's monster truck birthday party. There's nobody here, but the keys are in it, and all the windows are busted out. Do I just leave a note, or are we working on the honor system here? Thanks. That's from Pockets. You see, I got a lamp with a chain, and it's broken. Tim, did you hear me? I got a lamp with a broken chain. Tim, Pockets.
Is that Hummer still there?
Yes.
I don't know.
I never saw anybody drive it, and the whole time we were there.
I don't think it's moved for a while.
Well, at one point it had like a missing window, with a trash bag on it. Am I right on that?
I don't know.
Well, those were expensive vehicles.
It's most certainly still there.
That was as trendy and hot a vehicle as you could own there at one point.
It was in the shop for a while. That oil change took a minute.
Yeah, I bet it gets horrendous gas mileage too, which is a crucial factor nowadays.
It's the perfect time to get a Hummer.
Yeah, well, you can probably get one cheap.
I don't think they still make them anymore.
I don't believe they do make them.
I think they're trying to make like an electric one, though.
I don't know. I just don't know. I would have done more research on the Hummer industry had I known that was going to be the topic.
Show prep meeting like an hour ago.
Michelob Ultra Studios is where we are here. Michelob Ultra, sponsor of our studios. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. And Michelob Ultra, let me take a look at this sign in our studio, Doug. 95 calories and 2.6 grams of carbs. Holy moly.
That's not much.
Not at all. It's
Have a
Michelob
couple.
Ultra, indeed. And enjoy the fun and games. Michelob Ultra. Doug, could you tell the people about Bird Early Cutlery?
Well, it's warming up. It's heating up in St. Louis, and that means it's mullet season right here at Bird Early Cutlery. It's business in the front, party in the back. You can swing down to the hill. Check out the showroom in the front with all the best kitchen knives available, including those brand new Wusthof Performance line of knives. They've also got the Infidel knives by Benchmade. Then you head to the back where the real party begins. Back there, they will sharpen your kitchen knives as well as knives for most of the great St. Louis restaurants, and they'll have those knives slicing like the dickens. So let the party begin with Bertarelli Cutlery. Check them out at 1927 Marconi Avenue on the Hill. Give them a call. I'll give the number now, 314-664-4005, or visit them online at bertarellico.com. They've also got the great office paper supply. They'll ship all over the country. If you want longest running sponsor on the show, Mount Rushmore sponsor, that's Bertarelli Cutlery. Marco Bertarelli and his family do a fantastic job. They've been down there on the hill for many years, and they would love to have your business. The website again, bertarellico.com.
Jackson, could you tell the people about Muggsy?
Oh, absolutely. I was wearing my Muggsies this weekend, so it was, it's warm out, but when you're wearing those Muggsy shorts, they're breathable, they're really comfortable, they stretch with you, and they just absolutely look fantastic. I was getting a lot of compliments, and I just muggsyjeans.com. You go use the promo code TMA for 10% off your order at muggsy.com, and you can go pick yourself up a pair of swim trunks for the summer, a pair of the shorts that we all have. They're super comfortable and breathable and stretch, and you don't sweat through them. You got the chinos, you got jeans, you got everything you need right over there at Muggsy.com. You can use our promo code TMA for 10% off your entire order. You can free your balls once and for all in the most comfortable pants I have ever worn. So head to Muggsy.com right now. Use promo code TMA for 10% off. Free your balls, RIP Batwings. And let's look great this summer. Let's show ourselves off without sweating through our ass. How about that, fellas?
There
How
it
about
is.
that,
Go to
Muggsy?
TMASTL.com right now for our trivia night. The tables just went on sale at 8 o'clock, and you can get yours right now by going to TMASTL.com. It includes all of your food from Salt and Smoke, from Uncle Leo's, and all of your beer with our charity partner, Friends of Kids with Cancer. It is Saturday, July 23rd at St. Gabriel's on the south side. Get your table now at TMASTL.com. It is TMA Trivia Night and available at TMASTL.com. Ladies and gentlemen, the U.S. Open took place this weekend, and St. Louis had a representative. His name, Chris Nagel. On his bag, Michael Wellington, who was wearing a TMA hat. And it is our pleasure to welcome to the Ryan Kelly Morning After on the Steve Schmidt Key of North County phone lines here in Appliance Discounters, 8 o'clock hour. Chris Nagel, who made the cut with a charge on Friday afternoon. Chris, good morning. Listen to the game.
Good morning, fellas. How are you?
No, we're doing fine.
Not as good as you.
Chris, the Friday charge was probably one of the most important rounds, I would imagine, of your career. You know the cut is going to be around 3, and you were hovering there. What is the mindset as you're out on the course, and what is the mindset when you actually are able to birdie number 18 and you know you are going to make the cut at the U.S. Open?
Yeah, so I think I was on the cut entering the day. I think a few holes in, it went to like 4 over and then back to 3 over. And kind of entering the day, I knew I needed at least, even par or something under par. And it was not as windy on Friday, so I felt like I had a chance if I just kind of played solid golf. I was able to do that. I learned a long time ago that if you're trying to play to make the cut, you will most likely not make the cut. So obviously that's in the back of your mind, but don't let the cut dictate the shot that you play.
Interesting. So in other words, you're saying if you play what I would imagine you're talking about more defensively, then it can wind up biting you. Is that essentially what that meant?
Yes. I learned that from Jay Delsing, our St. Louis gentleman that played golf for a long time. He told me when I first got going, he said, if you're playing to make the cut, you're not going to make that many cuts. So I took the mindset, obviously I want to make the cut, but on Friday I took the mindset of trying to advance my position in the tournament, not just play to make the cut.
What was the difference between obviously Thursday shooting 1 under and then Friday you struggled, but I think 3/4 of the field struggled on Friday? Was it pin placement? Was the wind up? What was the difference between Friday and Saturday?
On Friday, we had kind of great conditions on the back nine. The wind kind of laid down, and it was firm. So if you hit the ball in the fairway, you're going to get 30 to 50 yards of roll. So that's the difference between having a 7-iron and some sort of wedge. And then Saturday it blew 20, 25, and the USGA, they're not putting water on the golf course after about Monday or Tuesday, so it just gets difficult. And if you're just a little off, you're very exposed.
And would you consider yourself a little off on Saturday?
Yes, I was definitely exposed.
And do you think that's just you were so worn down from Friday? I mean, is that because you had to put everything in to make sure that you were around for the weekend? Do you think that factored in?
Yeah, there's probably a little bit of that. I was a little mentally drained. It's always hard playing out of like the last spot in the waves. Getting done at 8:15, 8:30, and then having to settle yourself down and get after the next day. It's hard, but you got to do it.
What's the pressure like playing in a tournament like that? After you hit a few shots, does it go away, or do you feel it just every time you swing the club?
Yeah, there's always like some little first tee nerves, just like the guys on Saturday morning playing at the golf course with people watching on the first tee. There's little nerves, but yeah, once I get off the first tee or first hole, I'm normally pretty good. Kind of get in my little zone and try to do what I do.
Tim and I were talking on Saturday when we were looking at where you finished on Friday, and we're thinking of some of the people you could play for. Do you look at that? I mean, you've been out there for a while, but, there's a chance maybe I'm playing with Tyrrell Hatton, maybe I'm playing with Bryson DeChambeau. They're all right there. Then you get a guy that you probably know, but none of us have ever heard of. Would you like to play with one of those bigger names, or just, you don't care?
I don't care. There's not going to be like, conversation or that much conversation. It's not like you're going to, go out and, play with Phil Mickelson and have a 4-hour conversation. There's going to be, hey, how you doing? And hey, thanks for walking around the place with me on 18. So it doesn't really matter. I got a lot of texts like, oh, who are you going to sign up with practice round wise? And I was like, well, my buddies. They're like, you're not going to try to play with, so and so. I'm like, no, like I don't know those guys. Like I want to play with the guys I know. Like that's fun for me.
What was it like having Mike Wellington on your bag? Did that help, or was he a hindrance?
Wow!
I feel a little animosity towards Michael there. Huh?
Oh no, just wondering. Just wondering. I know he wore the TMA hat one day. I hope that wasn't a distraction.
Nah, Michael's always great. Yeah, it's such a blast having him on the bag. He keeps me loose with stories and gives me a good laugh. So that's probably some of the most important part of caddying out there, keeping your guy relaxed and having fun. Because if you're not having fun, you're not going to play well. That's a fact.
Does he do a lot? And I'm being serious about this because Michael's a great guy. And he's a great golfer in his own right. But he doesn't get out there quite a bit. I mean, do you rely on him on club selection, on yardage, on reading putts, or do you pretty much do that yourself?
I read all my putts just because, like, I know the speed that I'm trying to hit it at. I've never – you go to some of these clubs and the caddy says it's a ball outside right. Well, okay, is that a ball outside right with slow speed, fast speed? Like, it's just reading putts for somebody else is very difficult. And then as far as, like, trying to get the distance right, I'll ask him what he thinks the yardage is playing. He doesn't ever, say it's a 7-iron. Like, better players can have 7-iron about 10 different yardages. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's a feel thing.
So, Chris, what did you think yesterday, if you were watching, Scheffler, Fitzpatrick, and Zalatoris coming down the stretch?
Yeah, it was. I did watch. Great tournament. Just shows you that those guys aren't perfect. They just manage it really well. I couldn't believe Zalatoris' putt didn't go in the last. To me, that was kind of crazy.
Yeah, I thought that was. As it was rolling down there, I thought it was going in. As it was rolling down,
yeah.
I bet he. Yeah, I mean, you're out there, you know the program, but he had that uphill putt on 17 for birdie to tie it, and he left it a rotation short. And I would imagine that one might bother him more than the miss on 18, even though the miss on 18 was a great putt.
Yeah, the 17 is definitely your birdie hole coming in. Like, if you get it in the fairway, anywhere in the fairway, you're going to have some sort of short iron. So that's one you're looking at. Like I hit I hit it through the fairway, but I still had a sand wedge in. So, like, if you get it anywhere in the fairway, you're licking your chops there. Yeah. And then on 18, I had a similar putt, and I missed it high, and I think I saw on the coverage, like, 2 or 3 other guys miss that high, and then Will comes through and misses it high, too. So everybody was kind of seeing that same thing.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Everybody was missing the exact same spot. For you, now that you have made the cut at the U.S. Open, what is the next step with your game, with your career?
So this year I've played a few Mondays for the Korn Ferry, and I think I'm going to scrap that and just play PGA Tour Mondays because now I don't have to do the pre-qualifying the week before to get into the Mondays. I can just go straight to the Mondays. So having to do the pre-qualifier the week before has deterred me with, travel and children, and it's just that's just a headache and a big expense. So I've kind of steered clear of PGA Tour, but now I will do those because there's more upside there for me.
I see. So that will require some traveling, I gather, right?
Yes, but less than than before this week.
Okay. All right. Good for you. Nice.
And Welly will be on the bag for those?
Oh, no.
No, I'll go and tote it myself. I've had caddies do a lot of Mondays for me, and I've not had much success with a caddy on the bag, and I've had a lot of success just toting my own bag around on Mondays.
Nice.
So, got to stick with what works.
Just a real quick, maybe council thing. We had our Westboro member guest, and I know that was a little more prestigious than what you just competed in.
What was that?
Clip that off. I'll use it forever. My partner, of course, and I know you know Iggy. I know you're a huge fan. He hit his first 2 tee shots into the water on number 3 at Westboro, which I think is comparable to number 10 at the Country Club at Brookline. Any counsel for a gentleman in his first tee shots, both going in the water on number 3 at Westboro, and how to maybe handle that? Because Doug, you feel like Iggy's nervous. I think he proved in the par 3 shootout he's not. But just Chris, any counsel for the players?
Chris, you know that hole? It's like a 220 carry.
Yeah, you don't have that in your bag.
I don't.
No, Chris. With a 7-iron.
A couple deep breaths, and you got to tee that ball a little higher, apparently.
Is that the issue, you think, Iggy?
Simple fix.
Are they just not carrying, or are they going in the front of the pond?
No, I kind of dubbed it.
Yeah.
Well, I am a 17.6, Chris.
Well, I mean, that's fine.
When's the last time Chris was a 17?
You got a partner, though, right?
Well, I did.
Yeah.
I did, Tim.
And I was dog crap myself. Didn't hit it in the water, but I was worse, I think, hitting it in the woods, actually. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you know
Wellington
this.
on our bag for that.
Yeah.
But he decided to go up to Boston instead.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I
More
agree.
prestige. I'm sure you know this, Chris, but I was talking to Cletus, who was playing in the Meadowbrook member guest the same week, and he said when you made the cut, the whole clubhouse just erupted. Everybody was behind you out there, and I'm sure you know that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Meadowbrook's been, nothing but a massive support to me over the years. They've been so good to me.
Yeah, that was super cool to see. That I was a big fan of the Nagel Tracker Twitter account. That was all over that thing this weekend. That was outstanding.
Yeah, I heard that was pretty entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, that was great because you're getting shot by, I could just hit refresh on a leaderboard, but I want to see what's going on. So that was outstanding.
And they explained each shot, where you were
Right.
laying at, what you were thinking. It was awesome. Yeah, it was each round.
So do you now have more fire for the future with golf than you did a couple of weeks ago, or are you still kind of like, well, I have 3 kids, these guys, they keep getting younger, they keep hitting it further. But hell, your driving distance was leading the field, so I don't know if that's really an issue. So I mean, do you have a little more fire now? It sounds like it if you're going to go out in those PGA Monday qualifiers.
Oh, for sure.
That's awesome to hear. That's great to hear.
Yeah, when you play in an event like that or like this, it kind of rekindles anything that is maybe gone to the wayside. You want to get back as fast as you can.
Yeah, I mean, you're 6 strokes behind the best players in the world after 2 rounds at one of the tougher golf courses. That's got to tell you. I saw Adam Betts yesterday, and we were BSing about it, and just like, yeah, that's got to tell you. But again, I don't know what the mindset is because you're living your life. We're looking on the outside looking in, and I don't know if you're just like, yeah, I mean, it was fun, but I've got a family, and the time's up. Or if you're going to be reignited, it sounds like you're reignited, and that's outstanding to hear.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to play. Obviously, my family is still prior number 1, but yeah, golf is. I'm in too deep.
I really think it's going to happen too, and I bet a lot of guys out there go, yeah, there's some guys who qualified, and it's cool and good for them, but I bet. People saw you, and I think there's just a little difference. I don't know. Maybe you don't necessarily see it that way. I don't know, but I get the sense that that's the case, and it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, it's just there's so many good players. The access is very limited, but if you can get that access and you can have multiple cracks at it, it's worth sticking with it.
I don't know if they're hard to come by because it's who you know and sponsors, but do you try to get sponsors exemptions to any of these tournaments? Kind of say, this is my story and it's a pretty good story. I'd like to do this. And do you try or just figure out they're all gone?
Yeah, no, I've tried. I've kind of given up now. Unless basically the guy that owns the company that's the title sponsor, you can forget it. I mean, I've been asking for the Corn Ferry in Springfield, Missouri for years, and I can't even get a spot in my home state. So it's kind of, it's all like you said, who kind of politicking and but whatever. their decision.
I can reach out to Springfield for you if you want.
Oh,
look at this. Iggy's going to help Chris Nagel.
He dragged Ned Reynolds through the mud. There's no weather like that.
You get a lot of pull with the Corn Ferry fellas.
Talk to Johnny Morris.
Johnny Morris could make it happen. I'm sure he could if anybody could.
Chris, congratulations on making the cut at the U.S. Open this weekend, man. That was super fun. I think a lot of people around St. Louis were following and pulling for you, and we were thrilled to see what you were able to pull off with that charge on Friday to get through and be around for the weekend at the U.S. Open. Not many people will ever be able to say they did that. You've now done it twice. So great to have you on, and congratulations, brother.
Yeah, thanks for following along. I do really appreciate it, and always fun talking with you boys.
Thanks, Chris.
Hi, buddy.
Thank you,
Take it
Chris.
easy. There he is.
Congrats
Chris
to you.
Nagel made it to the U.S. Open and then made the cut. Not a lot of guys who played through all these qualifiers can say that they did that. I mean, if you look at the leaderboard, it's Fitzpatrick, Scheffler, Zalatoris, Matsuyama, Morikawa, McIlroy, McCarthy, Hadwin, Bradley, Woodland, Damon. All of those guys. I don't know if McCarthy's won on tour. He might be.
No, I don't think he
But
is.
everybody else is either, well, and half of them for sure have won majors, and everybody's a tour winner minus McCarthy. And there's your top 11 players, and there were only, I don't know how many, 63, 64 around for the weekend.
64.
So he was one of the 64, and you heard those names in there. And as far as where he wound up finishing at 13 over, that tied him with 2020 U.S. Open winner Bryson DeChambeau, and he was one stroke back of PGA champion and U.S. Open two-time winner Brooks Koepka. So kind of gives you an idea. But I didn't know, and I'm glad to hear him say that. I didn't know if he was just like, yeah, it was fun, but, I'm kind of, it's been good, but I got to, just kind of move on. And instead, it sounds like, if anything, he's ignited to get after it. And of course, if he were 25 or 26, people would go, well, yeah, what else? But when you're around 40s, 39, and you have 3 kids, it might be a situation where you go, it was fun, I'm glad I got to do it, but so God bless him, good for him.
And
Chase
for-
the dream, man.
Yeah, and for him doing the...
He won $40,000, by the way.
Good, and I don't know if he cared about that as much as just wanting to be able to play, which is great.
I think the money, absolutely.
Yeah, and I think avoiding the full week of travel and being away from the kids and spending it on travel, like he was talking about, that opens up to a lot more opportunity for him in the PGA, which is super exciting for us because if he makes another tournament, we get to kind of follow that again.
I don't think it really opens anything up from the PGA Tour. Like he said, he gets to Monday qualify. Well, I have to qualify for the Monday qualifier, but...
Yeah, it saves him, a full tournament and a full week of travel, though.
There's going to be more opportunities on the PGA because a lot of players have gone to the LIV Tour.
There will be a domino effect, Doug.
Yeah,
Right.
and there's some good players who've gone to the LIV Tour.
Abraham Ants are expected to announce this week.
Really?
Yeah.
But he has no status.
He has no status.
He doesn't even have Corn Ferry status. I mean, the guys who are like maybe 150th, 175 on the PGA Tour money list who only get into fields that don't have a great field, the Arjan Atwalls of the world.
Like the Arjan Atwall.
I've never heard
name.
of that guy. in my
Neither.
life.
Stop that.
That could be made up, and I wouldn't.
Stop. Quit it.
But he doesn't have status, so he wouldn't be. Even an opposite field event, like the Puerto Rican Open or the Punta Contas, whatever, he can't get into that. So if he can get into some Corn Ferry tours, but he said he's not even going to do that anymore. He's just going to go straight to PGA qualifying and not even try the Corn
Well,
Ferry.
I would think that would be easier now because a bunch of players aren't there.
What sucks is that there's no longer a Q school, where now they just take the top 25 on the Corn Ferry and you get your card. Where it used to be, you could go to Q school and if you have a good 5 rounds, you could get a card. That's out the window now. Guys can't do that.
Well, it seems more fair that you'd be in the top 25 on a regular
I get
tour.
that. But at least they gave guys a chance that, I know I can go to Q school, and if I have 5 good rounds, I'm going to have my card. Well,
You know what I learned this weekend? What LIV stands for in LIV Golf?
Yeah, the 54.
Yeah,
right?
I didn't realize that.
I think I heard that, and I was like blown away.
Roman numerals for 54 hole tournaments. I didn't know that.
That's right. Maybe Manscaped will sponsor Nagel's run. That would be a good idea. If Manscaped ever has sponsorship, that could be the way to get it done.
I could see their blimp flying over one of the tour events. I would definitely be on board for that. And I talked to a lot of listeners, Doug, that have ordered the Manscaped.
They have ordered it already?
Yes, and I did a video with Cucky last week as he was my stepdad. It got, I would say, some positive feedback. People were a little confused. Since Cucky's only 2 years older than me.
He didn't look like your stepfather.
Why he would be playing my stepdad, but Manscaped absolutely love it. You know why they love it? Because they're great company.
Is it?
You can get your Lawnmower 4.0, Doug.
That
is
sounds
the
like it does a
go-to.
lot of the heavy lifting.
That does a lot of heavy lifting. It got the, it has the lights on it. It's almost like a combine. So it is even in the evening, dimly lit. If you don't have much light in your shower because it is waterproof, it has lights for it. Different attachments, so you can actually, 4th of July coming up. If you want some fireworks, you have the attachment.
What kind of fireworks you want down there?
To carve something unique in that top shrub. That's that Lawnmower 4.0. If you want to get under the hood and really change that oil, you could say, you get that crop shaver that gets that nice, very gentle shave on that really sensitive gooch region. And you also have the exfoliator and gel as well to help you with no nicks, no cuts, no razor burn. And Doug, there's a promo code for this.
There is?
For a
This is
great
new.
deal. You go to manscaped.com, go to their promo page, type in TMA as a promo code. You get 20% off and free shipping.
Really?
It's perfect. I know a lot of people bought there for their uncle, their stepdad, their father for Father's Day. But there's still time to have great savings there with 20% off and free shipping. Shave it however you would like. No nicks, no cuts.
You're
no
recommending
headaches, no
shaving
blood.
under the hood? What exactly is the hood?
I would say the hood and probably your testicles and balls, and that gooch and that engine. That's kind of where everything, it's the foundation of the home, really. Nobody really notices it, but it's super important that you take care of it. So go to manscaped.com, TMA, the promo code, 20% off.
Yeah.
Fantastic product. They got boxers. They have all sorts of good
You've used this
stuff.
product yourself.
Oh, 100%. I use it once a week, Doug.
It is. How about this? Here's a testimonial, Doug. It's from Michael Frank's Love.
Oh.
Hey, boys. I used that new Manscaped crop shaver for the first time yesterday, and my sack has never been so smooth.
Right.
Don't take my word for it. Just last night, Doug was happy as a lark to not have me shrubs tickling his...
Now, who was that, Tim?
Doug, you said you were
Michael
busy
Frank's
last night.
Love.
Michael Frank's Love just got himself suspended for that. He got himself suspended a period of 2 days' time. His name, as we speak, is going into the STLTaxLawyer.com suspension logule. Thank you, Mark Milton, for providing such a logule to try to keep some law and order here.
Nice.
Mark Milton, great tax attorney. Any kind of problem you might have with the IRS, this is the guy you call. He'll get you out of hot water. You'll say, hey, I'm not guilty. I'm with Milty.
If you have visibility to your company or place of businesses, commercial fire alarm panel and system, email fire@edf-rg.com. They'll have a technician come out and provide a free evaluation of your system and offer the most competitive contract pricing in the market. You can also check them out anytime at edf-rg.com, the official commercial fire alarm services and solutions provider of TMA. EDF is Missouri and Illinois preferred full-service vendor for licensed and certified professional servicing, monitoring and testing for fire alarm services and systems, fire suppression systems, fire alarm system monitoring services, tenant improvements and construction, security access, and monitoring services, engineered design facility, sponsor of our text inbox. Send your emails in for our Design Air Heating and Cooling email today, the morning after at InsideSTL.com. And the winner gets one of those Design Air camo caps that you saw Adam Wainwright wearing in the Cardinal dugout before the game last week. That is Design Air Heating and Cooling, and that's the prize for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day today, the morning after at InsideSTL.com. Send yours in an hour. They will be read. Jackson, what is the latest on App Madness?
Oh, yeah, App Madness. Week 3. So we got a new prize and a new keyword. So I'll explain the process again because listeners cycle on, they cycle off. You go on the app, download it, create a profile, and then once you're in your profile section, there'll be a little graphic that says App Madness for TMA STL. Click on that, and it'll enter you into a little thing where you enter the keyword. This week's keyword is Hedo.
Hedo?
Hedo. H-E-D-O.
How do you spell that?
Hedo. H-E-D-O.
Okay.
Hedo.
Yeah.
And this week's prize is a chance to win tickets to Point Fest and hang out with Iggy and Lauren at Point Fest.
Oh, that's a grand prize.
Unbelievable.
That's hours.
How excited is Lauren to be part of this?
I haven't talked to her.
I think if you heard the promo.
I'm sure it's that. Oh, we have a promo?
Yeah, and Marty.
Why don't we take a listen?
Can we play it?
Yeah, give me 2
Doug,
seconds.
would you like to take a listen?
Yes, I'd like to hear the
All right,
promo,
let's see what we
please.
got here.
While we're looking, do we know who the 2 winners are of the last 2 weeks?
Yeah. Yep.
Can we give them out on the air?
Nope.
Why not?
Well, because they got contacted, and if you didn't get contacted, you didn't win.
All right, you wanna hear it?
No.
Well, yeah. Yeah. All right, hit the music.
So the stupid corporate contest is still going on. App Madness. And we're still not in the lead against the other big-time FM stations. Let's see, the points in first, and even Casey and that weird Arch station is ahead of us. Jesus. So we're upping the stakes. Get the TMA app, sign up for an account, log into that account, and you'll get a keyword, which you can use to enter to win the Week 3 prize. Tickets to Point Fest? Sit with Iggy and learn at the rescheduled Point Fest September 24th at Hollywood Casino Amphitheater.
Nope, I'm not doing it. I work at Casey. I'm helping Casey win App Madness. I do not wish to go to Point Fest with any of you or with Iggy, and I'm appalled that I'm even in this promo right now.
She's out.
So, no, I will not be sitting with you and Iggy at Point Fest. Good luck with your App Madness, jerks.
Featuring Papa Roach.
I think she's out.
Hailstorm. The Struts and more. Once you have the TMA app and log into your account, you'll get a keyword. Use that keyword to enter the contest. Help us beat the point by winning Point Fest tickets. Find out more at TMASTL.com.
Marty,
Marty can flat out make a promo.
He's a damn legend.
So Learn is out?
Sounds like she's definitely out.
It's probably Trish. I would assume that she would play ball and go with. I assume it would just.
I knew she was out as soon as she said, I'm out. I'm not doing this.
I have to be honest with you, when we brought this up that it'd be a great prize, I actually asked her, and she goes, I was here one day, I don't know why I was here, but I went in the studio and we're talking, and I said, oh, by the way, we're thinking about doing this as a prize. And she goes, yeah, that'd be fun. Then she goes, oh, wait a minute. Why would I do that? We're trying to win.
Yeah.
Why would I want to help you guys?
So she's not going to.
So I guess she's stuck to her gun. She's not going.
Yeah.
I guarantee you she'll be there, and if she's there, I can introduce you to her.
And he got pulled.
You can introduce
So then what does the winner get?
I guess Point Fest tickets with me.
Oh, Lord.
I wish they would have discussed that with all the parties.
Boy.
Well, I'd like to know who wins first. I may not be going.
This
sounds like all hell's breaking loose right here in front of us.
Someone's going to play the game, do us a favor,
What a
sign up,
prize.
win the prize, and then you're going to say you're not good enough for me. I'm not
No,
going.
I'll go with whoever. Well, almost whoever.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna say.
Who would you draw the
blocked
line at?
50 people on the fan page.
I don't know. There's a lot of people blocked on there.
Oh,
the fan page isn't our show. These are chances are who wins it aren't even, not even on the fan page.
Yes, that's true.
So, yeah, the first week was golf with us. The second week was dinner with us. But now this one is just me. I have none of my buds with me.
Yeah, we're backed out.
Sure it is in Point Fest with all of us and the listener.
No, just you.
Yeah, as busy as we are. Why don't you take this one, pal?
Nice, Doug.
Maybe the fourth week will be ice cream with Doug.
Oh, my.
Ted Drews with Doug for an hour.
You get to share an ice cream.
Yeah.
And no hands.
Oh.
No,
I'm
what do you
looking
mean no
forward.
hands?
I'm looking forward to Point Fest.
Sitting
It'll
on
be
the
fun.
table and act like dogs.
We'll have fun. I'll even talk to you maybe.
Look at that.
And the
There's a
fries.
maybe if you win it. Maybe you'll talk with them.
Maybe I'll say hi. Just enjoy the music.
That's not a real great selling point to try
What
to win this
does it
contest.
matter? They're not signing up anyway like we want them to. The point is crushing us.
So now you're mad at the listeners.
Now the audience is being scolded, Doug.
Well,
We couldn't have.
we're
handled
losing.
this.
We have nothing to do with it. It's up to you for us to win. We can't go in there and download our own stuff.
Is it possible most had already signed up for the app?
Possibly. But it's also possible that the point has so many followers, and I'm sure they've already signed up for the app, but they're getting a bunch of new ones.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works. I just know we're losing.
Whatever, dude.
Okay, dude.
But anyway, you get to go to Point Fest with me if you sign up. That should be worth
And
a
you
couple
may or
thousand
may not
million.
talk with them. We haven't decided.
They haven't.
Well, I got to see the name of who wins first.
Because
And then you'll make a
there
decision.
is a chance you will get the silent treatment.
I may have a grandma death.
Can you imagine?
I may have a grandma death.
It could be awkward if the guy says, "Oh, hey, Eggy, I won the contest."
You know, Carlos
the tournament.
Spicy Wiener, who we all know is a wonderful gentleman. He's going into the Hall of Fame. And he said nothing was more awkward than that round of golf where Iggy was playing Daddy Padre and they didn't talk to each other the entire time.
Yeah, I heard about that, and there's no way I could do that.
So if you went to a concert with Iggy and he didn't talk to you the whole time.
Well, I think that's maybe a little better because you have a lot more. There's no other entertainment on a golf course when two other people are just playing golf.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to play
There's no
against him.
talking either. It's just birds chirping.
I don't want to play against him.
Well, I know.
But it was for charity. I said, all right, well, I'm going to kick your ass and win money for charity. But I'm not going to talk to you. And after like 4 holes, he said, are you going to talk to me? I said, no, I don't even want to.
You got to go. Let's go talk.
Oh, so you're in the same cart and you didn't talk.
I said, I don't even want you in the same cart. So just play golf.
Wasn't that just a horrible way to spend 4 hours?
That sounds awful.
Yes, go. Would you start speaking?
No, as soon as the match was over, I shook his hand and that was it. Done. We won't see you or hear you again on the
And
show.
there's every chance in the world that this is going to be repeated at Point Fest. Like if he were to win, if Daddy Padre were to win this.
Oh, he ain't going to that.
No, if I see a name Daddy Padre, I'll pick another one.
Daddy Padre just texted me and said, I talked, he was pouting.
No, I just said quiet. I don't want to talk
I
to you.
think he's not blocked from my phone, so that's another way to communicate.
Is that right?
I guess,
No, he got his name in there.
Daddy P, that's how I put it.
Boy, we miss him as an emergency backup goaltender.
Mr. Licks is furious. You guys haven't given Outdoor the damn code?
Well, he said Hito. How many times? Hito, and even Doug asked how to spell it.
Yeah, what does that mean? You haven't given Outdoor the damn code.
Yeah, he's drunk. 8:58.
Does he want me to get a wireless mic and go outside and say it?
The code is Hito.
Yeah, Hito, H-E-D-O. Similar to Negril, but it isn't.
Could that be pronounced Hedo?
No.
No.
Is it called hedonism?
I would think Hito, H-E-E-D-O.
Stop confusing the listeners.
Okay.
H-E-D-O.
We've already- H-E-D-O.
It couldn't be. It's 4 words. There's 4 letters. It couldn't be simpler.
Man, I love this prize, though.
But even if you know those 4 letters, there's every chance you will not be spoken to when you get there if you win.
And Iggy may not even be there.
It depends. I mean, I may get backstage to say hi to Lizzie Hale, and if I do, you'll be on your own for a while.
So you're not
You
going to
wouldn't
bring him
take
back.
the
You're not
winner?
gonna bring the winner to the
No, that's
backstage?
not part of the prize.
Yes,
it's
it
backstage
is.
to see.
It could be.
It's to go with you for that very sort of access.
Yes, but I'm going to try and get this on my own through very upper echelon people here
Oh, for heaven's
that can
sake.
get that.
And
Can
so
get that.
take the winner with you.
That can get that done. That's not part of the prize.
That's part of the attraction to win this thing.
Well, maybe if I get for 2 and I see who wins, I may just go find somebody else in the crowd that I like and say, "Come back with me."
I have a great snowblower.
You're gonna pick out a gal in the audience and take her with you backstage and leave the contest winner there to sit on his hands.
Yep.
Depending who wins, maybe a girl will win. I don't know.
It's like it's likely, with our audience percentage being 16% female, that a lady is going to win.
Yeah,
this.
Can you imagine the husband? The wife goes, "Hey, I'm going out to Point Fest with Iggy." Oh man, that's
Is that
funny.
a cock?
Oh, that's a situation.
So,
We got a
depending on who it
problem
is,
there.
it could become a cuck.
Check out Mentality today at lowtusa.com. Just go to lowtusa.com. It's FDA approved testosterone treatment. Board certified physicians who work with most insurance. If you got low testosterone, you could be dealing with low energy and motivation, weight gain or muscle loss, fatigue. If you feel tired all the time, if you're feeling anxious, moody, irritable, impatient, dealing with anxiety or depression, those are all symptoms of low testosterone. Well, what Mentality is a local healthcare facility specifically dedicated to helping men feel and perform at their very best. When you don't feel like you have the energy or drive to keep up with your kids after work, it can cause problems. If you feel like you did 5 or 10 years ago so you can be present with your family and be the father, husband, and friend you know you can be, life gets better. I got tested at Mentality a couple months ago. Found out I had low vitamin D, Doug, so we're going to get a supplement on that.
Sure.
Okay, that's all we're going to do there. You can find out things beyond just testosterone, but they will help you out, and it's so easy. The consultant, so friendly. Great process. Recommend it big time as somebody who has done it. Check out lowtusa.com for clinic locations and their convenient COVID-friendly option. Mentality allows treatment to fit into every guy's life. Go to lowtusa.com. That closes out our appliance discounters. 8 o'clock hour. Send your emails in for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today. The morning after at InsideSTL.com. The morning after at InsideSTL.com comes your way at 9:45. Action Jackson and I will be on 101 ESPN at 10 o'clock with Balloon Party, and Iggy and the Plowhawk will be bringing the heat with Pepper and Jeannie. You going to go into more detail on member guest on Pepper and Jeannie? Iggy? What's the...
I don't know, because Plazio really wouldn't be able to, add to it.
But I'm sure he has a lot of questions about
Well,
some
if he
of
has
the
questions.
shots.
Well, Tim, I do.
All right, then.
And I'll think of some.
But I'll have to be careful. I don't want to say anything I shouldn't say.
Oh, it's Pepper and Jeannie.
Yeah, but still.
We can edit it out.
Yeah. If counsel contacts us.
Yeah, we'll think of something.
All right, there it is.
Nice.
Maggie O'Brien's 9 o'clock hour coming up next from the Michelob Ultra Studios. This is the Ryan Kelly Morning After. Cooling. I am a very happy client. Design Air Heating and Cooling and Seth Goldcamp and his incredible staff, which you can find online at designairservice.com. Just go to the website, click on the Book Now tab, and any issues you may be having with your HVAC system, they will take care of immediately. The customer service, second to none. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling online at designairservice.com. This is Tim McKernan. I'd like to tell you about a company I started just a couple of years ago and they still own. And it's called Sound Story. It's essentially a 1-hour interview that we do either in person or via Zoom with mothers, fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers. They come in and they tell their stories, education, growing up, and of course, family stories, the wisdom that they can share with their loved ones for generations to come. It's an audio heirloom. It's Sound Story. To learn more, go to mysoundstory.com.
I before E, except after C.
What is it, I before E, except after Y?
Nutted it. Absolutely nutted it.
Treat others how you would like to be treated.
Treat me like a pirate and give me that booty.
A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. Oh, hey.
Hey.
Salt and smoke.
Okay. Okay.
Hot takes.
Yeah.
Pepper and Jeannie. Pepper and Jeannie.
And now the Pepper and Jeannie Show with Darren Atkins and Ken Stroh. All right, take it, fellas.
There it is. That's the open.
Pepper and Jeannie.
Pepper and Jeannie.
Pepper and Jeannie. Pepper and Jeannie. Pepper and Jeannie. Pepper and Jeannie. Pepper and Jeannie. Pepper and Jeannie.
We don't know what it is. We don't understand the name. We just know it's stupid. And it's available every weekday, featuring Iggy and the Plowboy. Apparently it's some kind of a podcast or something. Available at TMASTL.com and on the TMASTL mobile app. Whatever.
Hi, I'm Ryan Kelly with thehomeloanexpert.com in studio today with one of my favorites, like legit, one of my favorite people in the world. I know that some people, they don't believe me, but I mean it. Tim McKernan, the man, the myth, the legend. We're here at Hubbard Radio. I checked out the new studio today.
What do you think?
The wallpaper is fabulous.
How about that?
Man, that's like 10, 11 years in the making.
It really was, and it looks good, and it's been made possible. I'm not just saying this, just like you're saying. If you weren't our title sponsor for all those lean years, we wouldn't have made it here. So we are always grateful, and our audience is grateful for your support of TMA.
One of the best investments, one of the best deals I've ever done. I've said that over a decade. I still mean that. Like, this is a show that I'm involved with. Heck, I spend too much time on the fan page some nights. You know, my wife will tell you that. But the good work that the show has done, the money that's been raised, the community, the culture, everything about it, I'm all in, man. I'm a TMA limiting for life, you know. I don't know what else to say about that, except if you need a mortgage, visit thehomeloanexpert.com.
So the stupid corporate contest is still going on. App Madness. And we're still not in the lead against the other big-time FM stations. Let's see, the points in first, and even Casey and that weird Arch station is ahead of us. Jesus. So we're upping the stakes. Get the TMA app, sign up for an account, log into that account, and you'll get a keyword which you can use to enter to win the Week 3 prize. Tickets to Point Fest? Sit with Iggy and learn at the rescheduled Point Fest September 24th at Hollywood Casino Amphitheater.
Nope, I'm not doing it. I work at Keishi. I'm helping Keishi win App Madness. I do not wish to go to Point Fest with any of you or with Iggy, and I'm appalled that I'm even in this promo right now. So, no, I will not be sitting with you and Iggy at Point Fest. Good luck with your App Madness, jerks.
Featuring Papa Roach, Highly Suspect, Hailstorm, The Struts, and more. Once Once you have the TMA app and log into your account, you'll get a keyword. Use that keyword to enter the contest. Help us beat the point by winning Point Fest tickets. Find out more at TMASTL.com.
Here's Action Jackson with 3 more ways to get TMA content.
Watch TMA on YouTube. Click the bell to subscribe. Download the podcast. Find it at TMASTL.com or wherever you podcast. And check us out on TikTok at TMASTL.
Thanks, Jackson. It's the Ryan Kelly Morning After on 105.7 FM HD2.
Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, KPNT FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
I'm gay. Now.
The Ryan Kelly Morning After.
KPNT FM HD2.
Collinsville, St. Louis.
Nice.
Firecrackers bursting. Fireworks going off tonight. You and I are standing here watching the lights.
I mean, it's so bad. It's so bad.
I know you're done with this.
The night sky. All right.
Nice.
There's friends and family and people you don't know. They're all lined up to see the big show. All that matters is
Was this a rehearsal? Was this the actual recording?
How do you listen to this and go, yep, nailed that?
Doug, they're going to break it down right here. Listen.
Switch it up on you guys.
Oh, thanks for the heads up.
There's firecrackers shooting in the sky. A bottle rockets on the 4th of July. Roman candle wars in my backyard. Run for me and you won't get too far. Sparklers, screamers, and streamers. Cherry bombs, smoke bombs with your moms. Kids playing with the poppers in the street. Burning them snakes all over the concrete.
Burning the snakes all over the concrete?
For like 4-year-olds.
Yeah.
Beat drop.
It's our 4th of July, so let's celebrate.
Peter.
Get your friends and family now, don't you be late. It's a celebration tonight.
It's like little mini orgasms.
Oh.
July is hot and so are your fireworks. Before you can shoot them, make sure your lighter works. Once when I was a kid, I took a rocket to the arm. Now I wear these goggles to shield my eyes from harm. Oh, there you go. This is Acoustic Sessions, and we're giving you a 4th of July song.
It's been a
From
treat.
us to you.
But like, if he got hit in the arm, wouldn't he wear long sleeves, not goggles?
Hitting the arm with a firework?
Yeah. And there's like 8 acoustics. I wish we could come out with a CD.
Mm-hmm. They don't have one of their own.
I mean, we have all the components. They're just
It's a
so
heck
good.
of a group. It's
Could you
got a great
imagine
sound.
Windows down.
Oh,
busting
bumping that,
Oh.
bumping that, Doug, bumping that, bumping that, bumping that, bumping that, bumping that, bumping that.
Yeah, I sure would if I had a CD. Yeah.
Yep, on your way to St. Gabriel's for the trivia night. Saturday, July 23rd. Go to TMASTL.com for the trivia night. The tables are now available at TMASTL.com, and $85 per ticket, tables of 8. And you get all your Salt and Smoke, all of your Uncle Leo's, and all of your beer included for the trivia night. So go get your table of 8 right now at TMASTL.com. And then if you could...
Think about it.
Yeah. I think he just got back and he's just right in time. The Maggie O'Brien's 9 o'clock hour.
I didn't come right in because the red light's not on.
So
you're not going out over the air right now?
Stood outside the
We're on, but
studio?
the light's not working. So I thought we weren't on yet, so I went.
You did what?
Back in the kitchen and said hi to some people.
Who'd you say hi to?
Kelly was in there.
So you're saying you refused to
Scott was
come
in
in
there.
here before we're on?
Well, I saw him in the kitchen. I wanted to stop and say hi, but I thought I was late. But then the red light wasn't on, so I went back. Then I came in, and you guys were talking.
Yeah, we were listening to acoustic sessions. They were killing it.
Yeah, I wanted to play some Lizzie Hale.
Hey, you guys see the 5-page report on the fan page about why the Cardinals, quote, aren't good. Your listeners have no sex. Thanks. That's from Mr. Slade.
I had to triple check.
5-page report?
I thought it would be on the Cardinal Nation fan page, so I see those, and I casually do, scroll through. I saw those on the...
Doug, let's see what's going on here.
It's long.
It was long. I saw the first word that said, "This is
somebody
sports."
sure is living rent-free on Iggy's head.
What?
I just went to the fan page. That's
I just
what
saw
I see.
the edit. It's now in.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it must have been one of the people I had blocked that posted something. No, I saw that, and the first thing said, "This is sports." And I said, "Well, scroll right by this one."
You don't want sports.
Not on the fan page, no.
What do you want there?
Just the bantiness that's always there.
You want people arguing.
Yeah. I like Learn to call in and ask why she's not going to this thing.
Because she works for a different station.
Yeah.
Well, they're not going to win either.
Wow, this is super long.
Yeah, it's very long.
All right, Doug, let's see what we got. You just let me know when you want me to bail.
Like
Hand
after
in
the
van.
first sentence.
2.
This is what now?
one.
This somebody wrote on the fan page.
Excuse me,
I'm ready.
but I'm going to talk sports.
Yeah, stop right there.
Okay.
Doug's the one who gets to press it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And get a little banty for a minute. This Cardinals team is just not good.
No, for heaven's sakes.
They have good pieces. They are probably good enough to squeak into the playoffs either by winning the Central or third wild card, but when they are required to play a team worth a damn, it just doesn't go well. If they had anyone other than the 3 at the end that could pitch in the pen, this could have been a sweep. That's why it matters not to go from being down by 2 to being down by 5.
Thanks.
Wow. Wait.
In both game
That's
1
good
and
insight.
3, if they can stay down by 2, they win. The thing is, the things that they lack can be fixed by just a couple guys. While they need another starter to get through the season, they are okay if they make it to the playoffs because you shrink the rotation. But they really need 2 arms in the pen that you can count on. They don't need to be Helmsley good. Doug Sherman Helmsley starred as George
Yeah.
Jefferson.
Sure did.
I don't even follow him. I
Fantastic
think it's
in that show.
Helsley.
Moving on up to the east side.
And
To a
he moved
deluxe
in next to Archie Bunker, and it was problematic.
Yeah.
And was that in Queens?
Funny show.
But when
Norman Lear.
Yeah.
He owned a dry cleaners.
What's that?
Well, he's already lost credibility because they can't beat a good team. Well, they got a better record than Boston.
Plaza, can you put me down?
Oh, I got you, dog.
They don't need to be Helmsley good, but can't carry 5+ ERA either. Defense is great, so you don't even need a strikeout guy. Just someone who can get the other team to hit it into the ground. Guys with a 2.75 to 3 ERA pitching only 1 inning 3 times a week should not be hard to come by.
Well, they are.
The TJ McFarland experience needs to end a month ago. It's like the Family Guy, but Bucky LaGrange with the no-arm second baseman.
Oh, that's so fun. It's a good callback. It's a good
Surely they have someone in the minors with at least one working arm. It could be damn near impossible to be any worse, yet they keep running McFarland, Whitgren, Whitley, and God knows who else.
Verhagen had a rough go yesterday.
Yeah, their bullpen's trash.
Go get a shortstop. Jesus. Everyone who's watched the Cardinals play for the past several years has known this. You are wearing 2 positions by having Edmund play shortstop. Gorman can DG versus right-handers.
DH, okay.
And Pujols against left. If you want Gorman in every day to can play a game every month at second or play first or outfield.
What position is DG?
It's double guzzler.
At the University of Missouri, it's Delta Gamma. It was a sorority.
Okay.
Edmund is a fine shortstop, a possible Gold Glover at shortstop. He's fine. If you want to get a bat in Gorman or Donovan, they become your second baseman. That's not the problem.
There's
in the
another
least.
8. There's another 8 paragraphs left, so they'll be.
Doug, you can press eject anytime.
Their problem is their relief when they're behind.
The chase reliever.
Yeah, they've got good relievers when they're ahead, really good ones. They got 3 of them. But in a close game where they're behind a little, they're struggling to find somebody to keep it close.
We'll name a team that's got 9 good relievers.
Well, there probably aren't any.
Yeah, okay.
There are 2 ways the Cardinals can look at this year. First is with Albert and Yachty for sure done and Waino likely done. People will show up anyway to see them in their last year. Or how they should look at it is we are losing the 3 guys who defined a successful era of Cardinal baseball, and they are all still capable of contributing this year. Next year, you have homes to fill. So this is the year you go. I just read what's in the prompt.
Next year we have homes to fill.
Why are they
Holes.
They leaving and nobody's going to be in those houses?
This guy's just wasted or tweaking.
Call a good real estate agent and then call Ryan Kelly.
I think he meant to say holes to fill.
I know what he meant, but he can't spell.
So this is the year you go for it. Write a storybook ending to their careers. I try to be reasonable about the Cardinals' business model of basically just always be just good enough to have a real shot at winning a usually weak division. Because I think as long as you are winning and making the World Series, there's no reason to complain.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
I like this guy.
Really?
Well, if they do not win this year, it will be 21 years since winning it all.
No, it won't be. They won it all in 2011.
I have no holes.
Can't add either.
But then they did 2006 as well, so they won it twice.
Yeah.
In that time frame.
In the last 16 years, not
I'm with them.
21
But
years.
if they
haven't
don't
won
win it
any.
every year, Mozeliak is an idiot. They must win it every year.
In 9 years since they made it, they haven't had elite team since Matheny botched his early years. He botched every year as a manager. Instead of spending the big money, they made some stupid trades like Alcantara or Ozuna.
God, this.
There were several bays available that could have.
God, who wrote this? Your
My
son?
stepdad and I used to paint each other's chest.
Okay.
Yeah, this dude's.
How many bays are available?
Several.
Okay.
And there's a couple of homes that are available too once they leave.
They could have performed at that same level, but instead of spending the cash, the spend assets.
Okay.
Dude,
What?
He,
Thinks the Cardinals
Did
are cheap.
Cletus write this?
this has been up for a while. He could have edited it.
Well, because they failed to address these things in the offseason, unless you can find a team wanting to dump salary, you now have to spend assets. So no more low-hanging fruit to get the guys necessary to win it all now. It won't take a ton of assets. Then in the offseason, address from free agency. You have some good players in the minors, but not a lot of elite talent because they're always just good enough to pick high. If you can't make the World Series with your current model, you need to up the payroll. Rant over. I will drink bleach now.
Okay.
Well, if you've never seen Jordan Walker play, he's going to be a superstar. So
Looks like it, yeah.
I mean, he's an absolute superstar.
And what more do you want out of Brandon Donovan? And Yepes has been good. They brought up a bunch of guys that look very good.
I see one of the comments that I stopped reading when the DH was misspelled.
You got pretty far then.
I got through the whole thing.
No, that guy.
Oh.
As soon as he said, I'm going to talk sports, I just went to the next topic.
And he said he would be surprised if Mozeliak with low-hanging fruit during the deadline, and I disagree with that. J.A. Happ, Corey Kluber, all these guys are there waiting for Mozeliak.
Jay has retired.
That's fine. He can make a nice little comeback. Be an eighth-inning guy.
Well,
all you'd have to do is give up Gorman and
almost
maybe
every
Walker
team
for him.
this
That'd be
year,
a good trade.
almost every team, maybe short of the Yankees and Dodgers, have holes, and that includes the Cardinals.
Yeah.
If they could get a decent bullpen arm or two, and replace Verhagen probably.
They're going to backdoor their way to a
McFarland?
sweep. And
Why-
they're the
why
ones
would it
going
be
to
a
get
backdoor?
swept. Because they're going to go to that stupid wild card system, and everybody's going to get excited, and then you're going to actually see the team play, and you're going to be just a little disappointed, probably. It's just an
wrong with
average team.
It's not an average team. It's better. The stats say they're better than an average team. They're in first place, and they have been for a week. What more do you want?
In that division, yeah, it's shocker.
But that's the division they're in. So those are the cards they're dealt. So that's how they build their team.
Doug, watch this. Bud tied for first with the Brewers, and they got a 4-game series starting tonight in Milwaukee. How do you do?
Well, they'll have their hands full tonight with Burns. But
boy, does he pitch well.
Yeah.
Who do we got? Which
I don't
guy
know.
do we have that we've never heard
Miles
of?
Michaelis coming up a no-hitter.
It's hard to
Wizard
please these
game.
best fans in baseball. It's hard to please them. Now, hopefully, they will make a couple moves here as we approach the deadline. I think they probably still need a DH. At some point, you're going to have to tell Albert, I'm sorry you can't play against the right-handed pitchers, because he really hasn't been very competitive against right-handed pitching. He really has not been. And he struck out, his last 4 times this weekend. And as soon as they put Yepes in, it's a 3-run bomb in the 9th inning. Yepes, I think, has got to play.
I'm
And
really
Albert-
surprised Pujols is getting this many at-bats against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, me too. Let him play against
I did
the
not
lefties.
expect that. I did not expect that.
He's still hitting against the lefties, but he's doing next to nothing against right-handed
His
pitching.
swing is
Well, it's a
so
liability.
slow.
Yeah.
On the right-handers, it's a bad liability. Let's see. Boy, a lot of people are responding, including it's Kathy.
Kathy again.
Kathy.
I'm sure she has a hot take.
You're blocked on my phone, so go ahead and respond here.
I can't believe me and the guy that wrote this are having the same amount of sex. That's from It's Kathy. Let's see what we got here. Morning, guys. Speaking of using too many words to explain a simple thought, I hear Tell Buck Swope has purchased a table for the trivia night. If the main producer and engineer is competing, who will be putting together the questions for the trivia night? Thanks. That's from the lucky listener looking to see how much I have to pay to not attend Point Fest. with Papa Pockets. Use coupon code oversized polo tarp for 10% off an iced lemonade.
Papa Pockets is pretty good. I got to be honest.
Well, you're not going to win anyway.
Guys, Iggy just scoffed when you mentioned Miles Michaelis. Ask Iggy for a Miles Michaelis breakdown. That's from Minute Bowl eligible.
I didn't scoff at Miles Michaelis. I said, who's pitching tonight? Some guy we don't know, and then 2 bullpen games? You said Miles Michaelis? Then?
They got 3 solid starters: Michaelis, Wainwright, Hudson, and Valente's been pretty good too.
He has been. He really has been. But that week in the bullpen when he went to the rotation.
Yeah. Matz is hurt. Flaherty maybe coming back. He's already pitched once, but didn't pitch very well.
Is Packy still?
Packy Naughton, I think,
or maybe DFL.
I think he went back to the bullpen, didn't he?
I think he went back to Memphis, didn't he?
He goes back and forth.
Nice. Yeah, he's a good rotation guy. Man, it's just they're solid.
Liberators had,
They're
I
in
think, one good
first place. They're not a perfect team, but they're in first place.
No. Yeah, they're good.
You don't like it.
I
don't like it.
Doug, I have nothing else to say. I think this roster will definitely show what they're about here come September.
You like the young guys that have come up and performed pretty well?
Oh, yeah, the young guys are fine.
How about a couple of MVP quality players in Goldschmidt and Arenado?
Can't complain about them, Doug.
How about the Gold Glovers they've got sprinkled all over the defense?
Yeah, Banner really showed that when he gave up that no-hitter.
Bader gave up the no-hitter.
On the no-hitter.
Yeah, he must have.
You've got high standards. You want the 27 Yankees every year, or otherwise they're cheap.
27 Yankees? I'm not asking for that. I'm, maybe asking for a good shortstop and.
Tommy Edman isn't a good shortstop.
We have 3 positions that completely are not hitting. I think we look at the catcher position, we praise Yachty, I get it, but when you get absolutely nothing from that, your outfield is slowly hitting a little bit.
Yeah.
You still have issues there, and then, second base, Gorman strikes out a lot. I like him playing. I don't want him being just the DH, but
he gets fooled on a lot of pitches in the dirt.
I would say having 3 positions that basically are batting, 200 and something like that, and probably not the best going into, that. What is it? Not a 1-game wild card, but a 5-game wild card.
Right.
Doug's a 3-game wild card, I believe.
Oh, I can't wait for that. 3 games too many, if you ask me, Tim.
You want to best of 2.
He's going to go back to the winner of the division, goes to the World Series.
People aren't happy with Iggy or whoever said DFL. The old Appleton stepdad in particular.
I didn't even catch that.
I said DFA, didn't I?
No, he said DFL, and I was very confused.
Designated for assignment, that'd be DFA. I don't know what I was thinking when I said DFL.
Designated for leftovers.
I think so.
Doug keeps going back to the Birds being first in the Central. That is equivalent to having a banner in the St. Gabriel's gym, which is to say you don't have to work very hard for either thing. Grease some tires, beat some butt asses, and there you go. That's from show ombudsman Brian Henson. He also writes for the Indianapolis Star.
I couldn't agree more. Right when Mozeliak probably saw the rosters for the Cubs, the Reds, the Pirates, that's when he goes, okay, we'll get Packy, we'll get Dickerson in here, and then that'll wrap it up. You don't really have to be good.
I think maybe it's impossible to please a fan base when you can be in first place and they're still not happy.
Doug, this is not a first-place Cub in a normal NL Central. Just saying.
Well, it might be.
The Pirates are an affiliate, they're a double-A team in terms of talent.
Pirates swept the Dodgers in L.A.
Pirates 6-0 against the Dodgers.
Yeah, that's an amazing stat, though.
It is a hell of a stat.
It's so crazy. The Dodgers cannot beat the Pirates, and I couldn't name one.
The Dodgers are 40-19 against baseball, 0-6 against the Pirates.
It's just
can't handle that buckle.
How can that even happen? I don't get it.
Well, it's because they's on scholarship too.
That's true.
Well, it was a hell of a post.
Only a couple spelling errors, and a lot of punctuation issues that we'll talk about later. But I think we put a bow on that.
I don't have that many problems with that because I can't tell you how many times I sent a message and then after I sent it, I go back and read it and I find that autocorrect changed a couple of the words.
Yeah, but this is a Facebook post, and if he did that, you could just press the edit button. So
after you go back and
he posted that and pretty much just said, "All right, I'll open up another brewski."
Oh, look, I have
wait
to
for the comments.
I have to do that, but I do it. When I look at it, I'll just click post and then I'll go back and read it. Oh, that was. I hit space
by accident, and now there's a space between that letter, and that's a capital letter. I go back, I added it.
Nice.
Obviously, this guy, it was too long to edit. I don't blame you.
Ew. Okay.
Doug, there it is. There's a recap on the whole thing.
Okay.
Jackson, can you tell the people about Mark Hanna of Evergreen Wealth Strategies?
Best in the business. Best in the business, Tim. You get on the phone with Mark Hanna, you feel great about yourself. Like, he's such an intelligent, caring, personable human being to talk to. Like, it's so great and it's so refreshing. And you want someone like that working with you for your financial future. He doesn't just give everyone the same plan, no matter who you are. He learns about you, what your current situation is, what your goals are, where you want to be in about 5 to 10 years. And he makes a plan for you, customizes a plan for you, educates you on it. And if you need to make any adjustments, maybe 6 months, maybe a year down the road, give Mark Hanna a call. He'll take care of it, straighten it out for you. Mark Hanna is the best in the business. So if you don't have anybody, if you don't have a plan, if you just throw money into a savings account with no real strategy, give Mark Hanna a call. You're going to be really happy you did it. And if you already have somebody, I would strongly consider making the switch over to Mark Hanna because he is the best in the business.
There he is, 314-889-0503, or go online at evergreenstl.com. That's Mark Hanna of Evergreen Wealth Strategies. James Carlton of the Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency is my insurance agent. His team is outstanding. The area James team is having the most impact for TMA listeners when it comes to car insurance is households with teenage drivers. If any of the listeners have drivers in their house that are under 25, James' team would love the opportunity to see how much they can help you out. 314-961-4800 or go online at carltoninsurance.net. Work with the insurance agent I switched to. They'll do all the paperwork for you. It's James Carlton of the Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency. What a team they have in Webster Groves. 314-961-4800 or go online at carltoninsurance.net. If your insurance costs a leg and an arm, call James Carlton State Farm. Tickets just went on sale at 8 o'clock for the TMA Trivia Night. $85 per ticket, and that's going to get you on Saturday, July 23rd at St. Gabriel's all of your Salt and Smoke, all of your Uncle Leo's, and all of your beer, soda, water, everything, 7 p.m. at St. Gabriel's on Saturday, July 23rd. Doug will be there, Iggy will be there, Plowlock will be there, Jackson will be there, I'll be there, and it is TMA Trivia Night. Check it out. Check it out at tmastl.com and get your table and have a pony with us with portions of the proceeds going to our charity partner, Friends of Kids with Cancer. Dear Deidre, the Sun's legendary Deidre column has been running for more than 40 years, helping millions of our readers with their personal problems. And
How long?
40 years.
Wow.
Jeez.
And now we're taking the advice page from print to podcast for the first time and inviting leading experts and famous faces to offer their take on life's challenges. Over 12 episodes, we will discuss everything from sexual problems and dating dilemmas to parenting issues and bereavement. In the first, column editor Sally Land is joined by body confidence campaigner Jono Lancaster. Doug,
what's his job again?
Body confidence campaigner.
Campaigner.
That's the first episode? Usually you start off with some bangers.
He puts signs in people's front yards
I mean,
saying,
this is-
please, feel better about your body.
This is going to be gold for us.
Yeah, but we now have audio. You're exactly right. And reality TV star Bobby Norris, who give advice on bullying. They look at how to combat skew bullies, cope with revenge porn, and move on from the trauma of past abuse. Today, Sally has shared some key letters that illustrate how the landscape is changing when it comes to relationships and romps. Doug, you like that? Relationships and romps?
Romps, I don't mind it. I'll let it go.
She says, judging by much of the content of my mailbox, our dating and sex habits have been hugely affected by the pandemic. The explosion of dating apps and social media and readily available porn. Now restrictions have ended. The balance has shifted from loneliness, health fears, and vaccination controversies to cheating, threesomes, dating anxieties, and differing sexual desires. Below are problems taken on by the Dear Deidre team. They shed light on the state of the nation when it comes to dating and sex.
Cucking, can't get hard. I'm gay.
Flip that off.
There you go.
What was that? I must have missed like 30 seconds.
Those are all the topics. I don't know how many she's going to list, but that's pretty much the three.
Dear Deidre, I find it hard keeping up with my toy boy lover.
Oh.
But now he wants a threesome.
There you go.
I hate the thought of disappointing him. What if this pushes him into the arms of someone younger?
I am 56 and he is 32.
Oh,
You're
brother.
done. You're done.
Major Cougar.
Update that life insurance policy.
It's a boy toy, right?
We met last year at the gym and got to talking when he offered to train with me. Things got serious pretty quickly. Within 4 months, he'd moved in. Our relationship is great. The only issue is I struggle to keep up with him in the bedroom. All my friends are jealous and say I've never looked better, but I feel exhausted. He's got so much energy and he wants sex at least twice a night. It's not just a few positions and then a cuddle. He loves trying new sex games and toys. But his latest request is a step too far for me. He asked if I'd have a threesome with another guy. Oh, Doug, it's the more popular
there you go.
MF.
Oh, that guy.
One of the gay ones.
This other bloke is a friend of his and is 35. Inside, I was yelling, how the hell am I meant to please two men when I struggle to keep one happy? So far, I've tried each of his suggestions, so I'm sure he'll be expecting me to say yes, but I know I won't enjoy it. I'll be too worried about pleasing them both. Well, Deidre's got an answer. So
You don't have to please them both. I'm
Because
sure
this-
your boy toy is going to be pleasing them.
This comes up so often. It's such a common scenario that we're desperate for her answer.
It's normal to want to please your partner, but you should never feel pressured into doing something sexually you're uncomfortable with.
No.
While threesomes may sound fun, the reality for many is, by introducing a third person, you also usher in jealousy and insecurities. Be honest with your partner. I'm sure he'd hate the idea of you doing something you don't enjoy just to please him. My support pack, 50 Ways to Add Fun to Sex, has some other ideas about how to spice things up without involving another person. Consider telling him your sex drive isn't as high as his. He may think you want it so regularly because you never say no. That's it.
Great advice.
You won't tell anyone I'm gay, will you? And QX4Boy19 replies, if you don't tell anybody, you blanked my blank.
And what's great about them moving in after 4 months, this guy had a strategy from day one. His lease was about up.
He wants her money.
He has very little money to find another apartment. Rent was probably skyrocketing.
Sure.
That's why he's moving out. And he probably saw her jumping out of her Beamer and just instantly knew this was the one for her or for him. So he just,
he got free rent out of it.
Great opportunity for him. Certainly jealous. I want to be a boy toy. Plain and simple.
Well.
I want that opportunity. And, finding one like that is a diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
Needle in the haystack style. So.
You considered that lifestyle for a while, didn't you?
100. I would bring in 8 guys if I could just lay by the pool afterwards.
Look, you have a question for yourself. Why is he bringing another dude into the bedroom? You're worried about pleasing them both. Don't you worry about why he's bringing another guy into the bedroom?
Well, this is all made up, so we don't worry about it too much.
I don't know. It's about to be a podcast, Doug.
Yep, we'll have plenty of audio.
Great to hear how they.
We're going to hear Sally Land's voice.
Everybody, Sally Land here.
Ned Reynolds.
God almighty.
Well, it's all made up, so don't worry too much.
We got to work on being a guest on that.
You want to go on Sally Land's podcast?
Yeah, what can we do? Just
Joining
Jackson,
us
can we
now
send
from
a
St.
letter?
Louis, Missouri, in the U.S., Pepper and Jeannie with us. You guys
They
can
are
go on?
hog aficionados.
We're going to talk to
Hog aficionados.
We're going to talk to a member of the show that reads our emails every day.
Yep.
What do you like about him? All made up?
Doug, this comes from the 314. Did you see the house that Erica sent over?
The house that Erica sent over? I'm not sure I even know what that means.
I don't know. Jackson, you see that text?
Oh, I saw it right when it came in. Yeah.
It's a hot real estate
Someone's
market,
probably
too.
texting someone else. They
You gotta
said it
make sure
does.
you
I'll respond and say, yes. What a
Looks
great.
good.
Who's Erica?
We don't know.
How is she going to afford it? Well,
Well, they
she'll
could-
have to visit the home loan expert.
Nice.
The housing market has started to cool, but inventory is still low, except for this house that she's got available. Houses are selling fast. You need to get pre-approved today with the home loan expert. Lock in those rates now, and then if rates go up, you'll be locked in. Rates go down, they'll go down also. The home loan expert has lower rates, loan programs for almost everyone, and that 10-day closing guarantee. The home loan expert will have you ready to close when the perfect home hits the market. Home Loan Expert don't just talk about lower rates, they have them. Don't hold off any longer on your cash out refi either. The average person's getting about $54,000 when they do a cash out refi now with the Home Loan Expert. Visit thehomeloanexpert.com, home of that 10-day closing guarantee. Thank you, Ryan Kelly. Thank you so much, Sir Mortgage,
There
for
it
all
is.
you do.
If you do have an issue once you get your home with the foundation, when it gets this hot, work with Matt Ford and Brett Groman at Stratum Structural Systems, waterproofing and foundation repair. Think local, think Stratum, stratumrepair.com, 314-620-8153. When you call, let them know you're a TMA listener and you get $100 off your repair project. They are local. They are in Chesterfield, Missouri and Columbia, Illinois. And they are known for taking care of our listeners, and the word of mouth is spreading that they are the best for waterproofing and for foundation repair at Stratum Structural Systems. 314-620-8153 or go online at stratumrepair.com. It's Stratum Structural Systems, and it's also something to think about. And also think about enjoying yourself a glass of Fistful of Bourbon. There's a new whiskey in town. Fistful of Bourbon's the name, and going down easy is their game. The kin behind Fistful has spent over 100 years concocting the finest blend of 5 whiskeys this side of the Smokies, making it the smoothest bourbon your mouth will ever feel. This is the kind of complexity that can only be accomplished with good old-fashioned hard work and sound alchemy. That's why Fistful of Bourbon keeps winning gold medals, blue ribbons, and whatnots at every fancy liquor competition from the Berkshires to Bakersfield. Get wise and pick up a bottle today. Don't be a damn fool. Please enjoy Fistful responsibly. That's Fistful of Bourbon. Iggy, the Illsider called in, but he has just sent a text saying he can't hold. So he's going to call in tomorrow.
Super busy since he texted a show all morning and waited on hold for 20 minutes. Got a big day.
Can't wait.
Now Jackson responded to, did you see the house that Erica sent over? And Jackson responded, yes, what a great price.
What was the price of the home?
He sent the link.
Yeah, I mean, what a weird deal this is. Then he responded to Jackson, my bad, I was sending it to my wife, but here's the link.
Oh, it's a flex. He's flexing.
I kind of get the sense.
Let me guess, over 700?
No.
Ah.
How much is this house?
For me.
Maybe it's a great opportunity.
450 to 5 range?
It's 450 on the nose. Paul, are you taking a look at it as well? Because it's in O'Fallon, Missouri, and it is now available. It's coming soon, according to Erica.
Well, I'm Erica, actually.
Yeah, this is a nice little crib. Hardwood floors.
Yeah.
Nice little back patio.
Now, does it have that rustic charm that we're looking for?
This was definitely built post 2000.
White kitchen, maybe?
No, but it looks like a 3-car garage.
Oh, that's
Where's it at?
Doug. That's O'Fallon, Missouri.
Put your sex swing in there.
Would they rent?
What's that?
Would they rent?
I think they're trying to cop.
Well, if the price is right.
Nice kitchen island. Wow.
450 in O'Fallon?
450, that'd probably
That
cost
gotta
you
be.
$3,000 a month or
countertops?
so in rent. 3,000.
How are taxes there in O'Fallon?
A little less than 3,000.
Get it down to 1,000. I'll talk to you.
No, they won't be renting a $450,000 house for $1,000 a month.
It's 3,500 square feet.
Yeah, we have a
Here's $1,000 a month.
we rent 12. I think ours is $1,250, and we have like a 2-bedroom, but they're just not even
This
a
thing
whole
is a movie
house,
theater.
Just the 2 beds.
It has a movie theater?
Well, it's got a projector.
They call it a screening room, but I don't like some of the.
It's got a projector and a big screen.
But will they take that with them when they move?
A projector?
Probably.
Mr. Lick's dog has made his position known on Orson Woods, and now he is laughing uproariously and says, ha 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 ha. O'Fallon is not a flex. That's from Mr. Licks. He denigrated Orson Woods in the 7 o'clock hour. Now he's denigrating O'Fallon, Missouri.
What do you mean it's not a flex?
In the Maggie O'Brien's 9 o'clock
I mean, if you're
hour.
judging everybody outside of Huntley Ladue, and I mean, you're gonna have beef with a lot of people.
O'Fallon's it's got a lot going on.
It does. If you put this home in, that's in O'Fallon. If you put it in like Huntley, it'd probably be 1.2.
Could be.
Home prices are cheap in O'Fallon. Well, they used to be, and everything's expensive
Aren't
now.
lots
But
in Huntley like 1.2 now?
Have you been looking at a lot?
Well, it would depend on
I
the
mean,
lot.
if there was a lot available.
Like you could maybe get a lot in the median of Lindbergh.
That might be a good
Grass
starting
median.
point.
Didn't they
1.2.
try to build a White Castle, but they couldn't?
No.
That would have been great. I would have covered that city council meeting.
It's like the IKEA being built.
Maybe a dollar
Everybody is-
store.
I think there's 2 families who live in Huntley. They could essentially discuss it over Thanksgiving.
Where would they even put that White Castle?
Well, I thought Buck Swope
Just on
talked
Lindbergh
about
in the
like
middle of the road?
a Sonic or White Castle and a QT, but you can't build anything there, or nobody wants any of that stuff around.
That's how it is
there.
in Ladue. No fast food.
Yeah.
Sportsman's Pen.
So where do you
Delicious.
go? Where do you go for fast food if you live in Ladue?
Olivet.
If you live in a,
You got to drive up to Olivet?
It's a 2-minute drive. Depends on where you are in Ladue, but it's not far. Ladue's not that big.
Well, it's sizable.
Yeah, Doug, you tell your private chef to go get you some Taco Bell.
I don't know. Not everybody's that rich.
Mudfingies is not happy with Mr. Licks, and we're underway. O'Fallon has the greatest course in the country. Pheasant Run is a masterpiece designed by the Golden Bear. Mr. Licks just went a step too far. It's from Mudfingies.
Pheasant
I
Run is
can't
in
tell.
O'Fallon?
Is that serious? Is Pheasant Run the best in the country?
I don't know.
I don't
I've
get
not
it.
been there to know.
Well, we know
I
that's
haven't
not
heard.
true, but
I haven't been there, but
That's where most of the new construction is going. I think St. Charles County is probably going to, in the 21st century, overtake St. Louis County as a bigger population area.
so 80 years from now,
If it hasn't already.
I mean, the Hills got some nice little.
thighs.
A nice little complex being
Mhm.
built.
Yeah,
right,
right down the road from me.
Yeah, I was right at Bragazi's
Yep.
the other day. And yeah, I saw that.
Places like that have been going up for years in St. Charles County. I mean, they can't build enough high schools to support all the people moving out there.
Bobby Tejas not happy with Mr. Licks. Hey, Mr. Licks drinks cyanide. That's from Bobby Tejas.
Yeah, there is some
That's not
people
good
that
for
are
you.
just pissed off at Lixie, and just, I guess you got to look inward. I mean,
Yeah.
Why did Erica get a hold of me? If I
What?
get this house for $1,000,
Can you
There's
imagine?
zero chance
what?
they will rent that house out to you for $1,000.
maybe they get no takers, and it's better than just sitting there. They can get
No,
$1,000 a
if
month.
they're going to rent it, they're gonna rent it for more than what their mortgage is, so that they can make a profit.
How do you know the mortgage isn't paid off? Maybe they own this home.
No, it's new build.
They're trying to buy it.
What?
It's
This guy is
it's
trying
for
to buy
sale.
it. Him and Erica are trying to
Oh,
buy
I thought he was selling.
it. No.
No.
He wants to buy it. That's
And
why Erica sent it over.
When you call Erica and go, yeah, I'm doing no money down. We're actually wanting a rental proposal for $1,000 a month.
We're trying to lose
What's your
about
cut
$2
on
grand
that?
a month on this bad boy.
No, well, if you own the home and your mortgage is paid off, maybe you got it in a settlement or an estate, and it's just sitting there. So, well, we can make some money, $1,000 a month, and it's
You're not
we're
going to
gonna
get the home for $1,000 a
we're going to
month.
make $12,000 a year.
You're not
just
going to
doing
even get
nothing.
much of an apartment anymore for $1,000 a month. Unless it's a big house in O'Fallon.
St. Louis City,
Unfortunately, you have to trek down Manchester for Chick-fil-A. Ah, yes, Pheasant Run, the perfect type of place for all you walruses to congregate. That's from Mr. Licks. He's back.
This guy does. I like Lixie because he doesn't back down. His
Iggy.
takes are certainly interesting.
If you took that house in O'Fallon, you'd be driving a half hour at least into work every day.
Well, it'd be worth it.
What would you need all that space for? I guess you do
Yeah, what would you
have
do
a
with
lot
it?
of trophies,
Yeah, the trophies.
knickknacks.
Well, I got
Your
a.
masturbation station would be a ginormous.
Oh.
Use that projector.
I forgot that
I'm cooking.
I forgot that I ordered a shoe rack.
You ordered a shoe rack.
I forgot. I've got shoes everywhere. I've got shoes. We're talking about the size of houses. What would I need the space for? I'm getting ready to answer it. How is that a hijack?
That's the graphic on the backside.
Is that a hijack? The question was asked. I'm answering.
They were right.
But I forgot I ordered the shoe rack because I ordered it like 2 weeks ago.
Come in yet?
Yeah, it came. It came in.
watch
It came in
can?
Friday.
All right.
When I got home from golf, it was there. So I'm terrible at putting things together. So I asked my neighbor. I said, "What do you drink?" He says, "Oh, we love rum shot." I said, "I got a bottle of rum shot. I'll give it to you if you can put this together for me."
You couldn't put together a simple shoe rack?
Well, it's like 9 tiers.
And he stole it.
No, it didn't steal it.
Had the directions right there, right?
Well, I didn't want to bother. And it just cost me a bottle of rum shot.
Yeah, Doug, they lost 8-2. He's not in the position to.
So he put it together, and he dropped it off the next day. This thing is like 7 feet tall and about 10 feet wide.
Well, you bought it.
But it came
10
in a
feet
box.
wide?
Yeah, I mean, I
It's
don't
a
know.
10-foot wide shoe rack?
I don't know where to put it.
That's fat, dude. That's like a built-in.
Right now, it's in my living room. I don't know where to put it. I mean, it's great because it's going to take care of all of my shoes, but I don't know where I'm going to
By
put
the bedroom, by the closet.
it. No, there's no room. That's where my masturbation station's at.
Oh. Do you have a wall somewhere in your bedroom you could put it?
No, and then I have
Walk-in
a
closet?
rack. The walk-in closet is full, and my bed. I have a king-size bed.
Why don't you just leave it outside, and I'm sure your neighbors will leave it alone. None of those shoes
If
will
I had
be taken.
this $1,000 a month house in O'Fallon,
You're not going to get it.
plenty of room.
I don't. Yeah.
Hey guys, flexing on a house in O'Fallon is a way of saying you can't afford a Chesterfield home without saying you can't afford a Chesterfield home. Thanks. That's from Big Tough Doug, and now we have municipality wars going on.
Okay, O'Fallon's not that far from Chesterfield. Not from the valley, anyway. It's real close.
I don't know. I like O'Fallon. A lot of my siblings live in O'Fallon.
Morning, guys. You got any leads on a home large enough to necessitate a shoe rack? Thanks. That's my handy neighbor looking to avoid awkward interactions with an old, guilting me to do favors for him.
It's a big shoe rack.
It is. Why did you get one so big?
I didn't even look at the dimensions. I looked at the picture on Amazon.
Well, is it time to return this shoe rack?
No, I'll use it.
Give him another bottle of booze and have him disassemble the shoe rack and send it back.
I mean, just put it in the foyer.
If we're going to cut down space, maybe the king bed could be...
I would like to. I would trade in the king for a queen.
Will the shoe rack slide under the bed?
No. What am I going to do? Every time I want a pair of shoes, I got to bring it out from under the bed?
That's right. You live in the hovel, not me.
No, I like to just look at it and pull open the zipper and wear these today. Zip it back up, not pull it out from under the bed.
Well, we're trying to make up for space.
Like, it won't fit under the bed anyway. It's higher than the bed.
Just jack the bed up.
Now, if this bed has a lifetime warranty. I wonder if I can just say it's lumpy and turn it in for a queen.
Mr. Licks is back. Now he's commenting on Maryland Heights.
Don't say anything bad about Maryland Heights.
I had to go up to Maryland Heights yesterday for my daughter's soccer. It was, how do I say, blighted. Thanks. That's from Mr. Licks.
Oh, you're
he is
crazy.
not a fan of...
I don't know that it's blighted. That's not the sense I get of Maryland Heights.
Maryland Heights is one of the most up-and-coming municipalities in the state.
Really?
Well...
Yes.
I didn't see that.
I don't know. It's got a lot of floodplain land, certainly, that could be used for construction. It's got room to grow, that's for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going up in there. There's a big monstrosity behind Schnucks. I don't know what they're building there, but it might be done.
Shoe rack.
Actually. Might be done, actually.
Shoe rack store.
I'll take a picture when I get home.
Satellite shoe rack storage.
You can see it just sitting in my living room, blocking the patio door.
Well, Maryland Heights does have a big casino. It's got the concert venue. It's got the Centene Center.
The Recplex is nice.
Got a lot going on.
Yeah, it's got a water park.
Yeah.
Mr. Licks, I mean, what's your response to that?
I don't think Mr. Licks will like the water park feature of this neighborhood.
A lot of communities have water parks.
No, I'm
That'd be Miss Wet
Mr.
Willie's.
Licks. I
do Miss Wet Willie's. Right there at 44 and 141.
I love water parks, man.
There's a ton of apartment complexes. I know that. Yeah. There's like 9 of them just on Bennington.
Ray King keeps texting in Maryland Heights sucks ass.
Okay, well.
Good to get that out of the way.
I played in the
don't know that it
Maryland
does.
Heights Basketball League. They got soft rims over there. Love it.
God, I thought you were going to say member guest for some reason.
Got some great restaurants, too.
What are the great restaurants?
I don't know the names of them.
Now, Westport, is that Maryland Heights? Is that Creve Coeur? Is that
Yeah, it's Maryland
Heights.
Yeah.
That's nice, too.
It is. Trainwreck, Bread Company.
Nice.
Starbucks. What's Frank's place? Kemel's.
Kemel's is there. Worldwide Technology is there now.
Yeah. It's a nice city. I want to get out of it. It's a nice city.
Why do you want to get out of it so badly?
I don't know. I need a bigger place.
For the shoe rack.
Yeah, that's changed everything. That shoe rack has changed everything.
Imagine calling Erica and she asks, "What are you looking for in a home?" Something that can hold my shoe rack.
Is it possible you can use half of the shoe rack? Can you maybe not assemble the whole thing?
It's already assembled.
Take a
Take unassemble half of it and have
Right.
it.
But then it defeats the purpose of taking care of all my shoes.
Well, you got a decision to make then, don't you? Get rid of some of these shoes or get rid of the shoe rack.
And I probably wear like 3 pair, but I got like 30 pair.
Doug, Mr. Licks is back.
Okay.
Yeah, water parks and 3-story garden-style apartment complexes are great. It's why you see so many of them in Ladue.
But let's say I create a game where you get to pick 5 players tonight in the major leagues. All right? And if your 5 players, based on numeric totals, have better offensive numbers for the night than any other 5 players, you win $50,000.
It's been around for 30 years.
Oh, 50 grand.
I like the end of it, though. He says, I think that would work.
I think that would work.
It's been working. Dolt.
And the fee is $10 to get in. People will buy that. They'll play it like crazy.
Play it like
Way
crazy.
to go, Einstein.
What's a garden-style apartment?
I think that means you get a little land.
Oh,
behind
a
it.
sunflower garden.
Yeah, you get a little patio or something.
Yeah, like a studio. I've got like 300 square feet. I'm fine.
Well, I mean, every town, every major city has its Ladue, Frontenac, Huntley area where there's not a lot of water parks and fast food restaurants, including St. Louis. But
They're
most of the
missing out.
communities, like Kirkwood and Webster and Florissant and Maryland Heights, they've got water parks, they've got parks, and they've got apartment buildings and everything in between.
And we got an
Nice houses.
Andy's Custard.
You got it? It's a good treat.
Nobody's ever there, but
Oh, the one in Kirkwood's crowded nonstop.
It's a pony. It's a pony.
Yeah, there's a line clear around the block.
Brentwood, too, man. God bless. I guess that'd be Maple.
somebody took a picture of it the other night because I always say there's nobody there. Yeah, idiot. Look, there's 8 cars in line. Well, I don't camp out there 24/7.
Well, you don't.
I'm just saying when I go by there, there's nobody there. Just because you happen to have some cars there, idiot, liar.
Are you going by early in the morning or late at night? Like when people are.
Well, I don't go by
getting in
late
the
at
mood
night.
well, that's when people get their ice cream.
Well, I'm just saying when I go, there's nobody there. I preface it by saying when I go by, there's nobody there.
We got to go to
Usually
this
an after dinner
cool
treat.
email of the day. Hey guys, it's a shame that Iggy's 9 a.m. song has gotten away from us. I haven't been so frequently forced to listen to such unwanted music since I was a Rams season ticket holder. Get this, for over a decade, their strategy to get people motivated to go nuts and scream on third down was an 18-year-old British pop song called Shout by Tears for Fears. Self-awareness is a hell of a drug. Speaking of which, I hope you're listening to Pepper and Jeannie. It's less of a show wrap-up and more of a take machine. I heard the following sentences recently. Aliens can't drive spaceships because they don't have thumbs. Kids are stupid for running through sprinklers. I'd like to sit in the room while Sidney Sweeney and Macaulay Culkin have sex, and people should get a big wrench and undo their fire hydrants when it's hot because, you know, there's plenty of water out there. Hilarious stuff, guys. Really enjoy the show. Thanks and bye. That's Don Hoffman.
It's like Do the Right Thing.
Don.
Open up the fire hydrant.
Hoffman.
All of those things were said, so thanks for
Spray
listening.
Frank Vincent.
Hey, Warson Woods Wacko, how's your Monday going so far? I'm guessing you're sitting in your little Edward Jones Strip Center office right now, waiting for Daddy to throw you another client so you can scrounge together enough cash to keep up your membership at that Muni you consider a private club. You've never itemized on your tax return either. Have fun this weekend in your little 16-foot Bayliner that you call a motor yacht to your buddies who've never seen it before. That's from Mr. Licks. I think it's Mr. Licks.
Mr. Licks.
It's not a bad-sized boat.
It's a tax put down you've never itemized. I had
It's
never
like
used that.
Bar Napoli comes to the radio. Hi, I recently was able to witness the miracle of birth in the most unexpected place possible, so I wanted to make sure I shared with you guys and with Doug. The door to the restroom near the turkey leg stand at Six Flags swung open, and you could hear the cries for help all the way over near the boss. We need a doctor, and here's someone yelled while flushing their twice-processed funnel cake along down the toilet. In a matter of moments, a friendly doctor ran over. What seems to be the problem, he asked, but by the time he had entered, he knew that he would have to help deliver a baby. He sprung into action, ensuring the heart rate and blood pressure of this soon-to-be parent was healthy. He turned his attention to the birth canal proper, where he measured dilation at 10 centimeters, and he knew it was time. Push, he yelled as he helped balance their legs in the air to ensure proper leverage. The head began to crown as he exclaimed that he needed one more good push. In the blink of an eye, new life slid right out into his hand. The room cheered as Dr. Biondo set John Talty's lithe boy legs back on firm ground so he could find a souvenir helmet recently rinsed of its nacho cheese and extra large sour cream dollop so as to place the baby in it. He handed the helmet filled with a freshly birthed boy log to Talty, and they locked eyes. Dr. Biondo stuck his hand in the mud, pinned his ears back, and proceeded to medicate Talty's still gaping hole.
Okay,
by
that's
darting his
enough.
tongue in.
That's enough. Who was it, Tim?
Some Tunnels 12,000. Check me out next week as I join Sally Land on her podcast to discuss how to make the most of urine play with your father-in-law.
No. Tunnels 12,000 suspended a period of 2 days' time. His name, as we speak, going to the STLTaxLawyer.com suspension logule. Thank you so much, Mark Milton, for all you do with us tax cheats.
Like I say, Dr. Biondo had nothing to do with any of that. Just make that clear.
Sorry you had to hear that.
You suspended the wrong guy. It wasn't Talty.
It's Tunnels 12,000.
Morning, fellas. Wow, wow, wow. This TMA trivia night finna be one for the ages. Speaking of ages, can someone ask Plowsy if there was an age limit on that black market testicle selling scheme his girlfriend almost had him talked into doing a couple years ago? You see, as a man in his late 30s with a healthy set of ball bags, I'd like to see if I can barter my manhood for a lump sum
large enough to afford an HD 13 trivia table in an inner city grade school gymnasium with 200 of my closest internet rivals with whom I spend all day arguing in an online chat room about launch angle and pellet grills. Also, I saw that packaged water is included in the swanky shindig. Would it be uncouth for me to sneak in my own insulin, or will that be handed out as a complimentary door prize after being forced to contribute to the last-minute hidden fee tip jar strategically positioned as the centerpiece of each table setting? Thanks. That's from Cal May's oversized T-shirt, DBA, Butch Patrick's body confidence campaigner, podcast in bio.
Cal May.
And that's what we have for the designer. He cooling me on what you got, my little
I like the leadoff hitter, fellow by the name of Hoffman.
Don Hoffman. That's Jackson's guy.
Tunnels, without a doubt.
He was suspended.
Tunnels,
He's
12,000 is shipped. The design
Lucas.
cooling email today.
Suspended.
And he's got a Design Air camo cap. I know that's what he wanted. Well, that's what he got. And Adam Wainwright was wearing one last week. So there you go, Tunnels. How good will that look when Tunnels is hanging out with his father-in-law?
It's a nice hat, but he doesn't deserve it. Not for
Congratulations to Tunnels 12,000 on winning the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today. Jackson and I are going to go get it handed to us.
Come and get your whooping.
What do the Blues look like in 2026? We will tell you coming up in about 4 minutes on 101 ESPN. And then Pepper and Genie is coming up. And Iggy, you're going to break hole by hole, all 45 holes?
No, probably not.
No!
Well, nobody wants to hear that.
No, you're right about that.
Except for us.
No, you
Plowsy is...
He doesn't want to hear it either.
We maybe some sights and sounds of the weekend.
Sights and sounds.
Buy and sell.
We'll come up with something else. I want to get down to the bottom of why Learn won't go to this concert with us.
Because she works at a different station.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I bought a pretzel from this douchebag right behind me at Circus Floor. I got the last one. Didn't even want a pretzel, but I bought it for a power move. So we'll talk about that story as well.
Oh, nice, Doug.
That's a
It's
nice
Pepper and
story
Genie
there, yeah.
coming up.
Sick.
Balloon Party on 101 ESPN is moments away. For Action Jackson, for the Plowhawk, for Kenneth Iggy Strode, for my brother Kevin, for Douglas Selvin Vaughn, I'm Tim McKernan. This has been the Ryan Kelly Morning After from the Michelob Ultra Studios.